Host with the most, raps way more dapper. The only guy that slides the most high. It's your boy. Yeah, I was muted. I caught myself though. I super caught myself. What's up, gang? Volume's low. Let's crank it. Let's crank it. I don't know what's going on with my microphone though. Hmm. Okay, so that's better now. But I might have just cooked. Can you still hear? Can you still hear the sounds? You can hear a fan. Oh, the fan of my laptop. It's so hot in my room right now. I also have a fan actually. But I just turned on, so that's not what you guys were hearing. But hey guys, what's up? It's been a while. It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. Also, Mago, wait, wait, wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait. Jeez. Oh, I didn't set up the rest of the. Okay, hold on. Let me put that on my to-do list. I was supposed to set up all my alerts, but I got like carried away. 8 months. Damn, that's crazy. A big 8 months. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Big W's to Mod Mother. Big Mod. Hey, how are we feeling? How are we feeling about the new look? Spent a dumb amount of time on this. How are we feeling, gang? Are we enjoying this? Do I need to stop? Do we need to chill? He was gonna say, it's tough, ain't it? It's tough, ain't it? We got, it looks like Miami Vice. That's the vibes I was going for. You feel me? Like a little vapor wave, a little, little calm, little vibe. You feel me? Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So today, as you see in the title, feels like you're in a fever dream. That was the goal, honestly, to be like a late night. I don't know if I'm awake or asleep. Did that really happen? Type beat. You feel me? So, let me I just don't know if let me restart the capture here. And maybe
W's in the
there we go. Being a part of your stream is always like that. LOL, where you're like sleeping. Where you're like, yo, I'm not sure if this happened while I was awake or while I was asleep. A lie. No, I definitely feel that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we can hear the
W's in the
I wake up the next day and I'm tripping. Yeah, there's always one, two thing where it's like, yo, like, did that happen? Did that not happen? So, for the guys I was wondering, hold on. Hold on. Let's set the vibes.
This is honestly the hardest video I've ever had to make in my life.
Whoops. We're not there yet. I want to play this. Set the vibes a little bit. Yes. So, before we get into it, hold on, spoiler warning. I got some things to talk about. Obviously, welcome to Planet Chemical. Welcome to the stream. We got big vibes. This is To Be Free by NCK. You see, we vibe and we got different types of music. Yeah, we got different types of. Hold on.
I was born to be free.
So we're out here vibing, you feel me? We got some new looks on the stream. So we got our little intermission page. You see the chat's all, you know, vibrant and whatnot. We got the new little
That's gotta be racist.
Yo. Who goes there?
It's the pretty boy anthem. If you talk.
Oh. We're just in here to blow things up, I guess. Vibes. Yeah, so we turning up. We out here, you feel me? So this is what our new intermission page looks like. This is what our just chatting is gonna, you know, we're gonna usually be on this screen. We got the little gifs, we got the little bird in the corner. You see, you feel me? You got the little heart, the little stars. We vibing. Planet Chemical up in the corner. I love it. Next, we got our live scene. So, you know, it's a little vibe. We got our little sparkle over here. We got a little dolphin dancing with us. You feel me? I might change the transition is hard. You guys see the transition? The brand new. Yo, we in the door with it. Come on. Man, I put so much time into setting this all up today. I'm extremely happy with how it came out. I feel like a top tier streamer again, you know, because like I had a really nice stream setup and then my laptop broke, so I had to start using my iPad, and I set it up real nice on my iPad, and then I started using my MacBook, and then I did set it up real nice on my MacBook because I was using Streamlabs, and then I switched to Prism, and since I switched to Prism, I haven't spent the time to actually like really figure it out. I was using one of the default vibes, so I really went through and did what I could to try and bring the stream to life. You feel me? So that's it on the stream. We even got like you feel me? But thank you. Everything is like, you know, color coded. It all fits the theme. I love it. We might have a logo change, but I really like my logo. I, you know, put a lot of time into it, so that will probably stay. However, the rest of it, I gutted it. I feel real nice. I feel like all my About Me panels really match the vibe, which matches the banner, which matches the everything. Everything just matches. So, moving on from the stream, I spent the last month in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, boy.
I was planting trees. I planted about 10,000 trees in the last month. That's actually is a lot. I busted my back. There were some days, guys, where I'm like, my legs would cramp up and I couldn't walk for 3 hours. I was just stuck on my 10th floor. Tree hugger? Nah, tree planter gang. That's that shit. Oh, guys, actually, I got something else for you guys. I don't know why I didn't have this set up before, but we now have channel points set up. Now, I haven't done anything real interesting with the channel points yet. It's just a bunch of sounds. I will probably change the way that the sounds work, but we got sounds now. You feel me? So yeah. So back to Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan's a beautiful place. They got prairies and shit. Shit's just, you know, it's nice. It's very gorgeous. The trees are very gorgeous. You would never know that they have so many forests and stuff like that. But like, it's cold. The bugs are crazy. They have like the most bugs I ever seen in my life. It's like disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I have like hundreds of bites. I wish I could even show you, but like a lot of them are gone. Some of them aren't. Like the ones up on my arm aren't really. I don't know if y'all can see the ones. Yeah, probably. There's one bad one right there. I don't know what bit me. It might have been a spider or something. But we're alive. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, moving on from there. Let's get into what we all came here for. It's been about 10 minutes. That's great. We're making great time. Let me turn this down ever so slightly more. Ever so slightly more. So the moment we all came for was all of the drama. We wanted to talk about all the bloody drama. So our first I should put a drum roll on here. Okay, I gotta add 2 things to my to-do list. I gotta fix the alerts. Let's just add it down here. Heading 1 to do list. Miles Morales kilometers. What's Miles Morales kilometers? Did I miss something?
I was making a joke because you said you got bit by maybe a spider, so I said Spider-Man, and then I said Miles Morales, and I'm making it your own, and because you're Canadian, we do kilometers.
Yeah, okay.
And instead of kilometers Morales, because it wouldn't have made sense, I had to put it as the last name.
So what am I, like kilometers sing?
Yes, that is exactly what you mean.
So I need to fix channel alerts, and I need to add sound effects. Guys, if you have any sound effects that you would like to hear on the stream going forward, please feel free to join the Discord and let me know. If you tell me in chat, I will not listen to you, so please join the Discord and let me know. And let's just make sure. Let us just check and make sure. Yes, okay, Discord link is still good. We're still good on the Discord link. I know some people don't check their Discord link. Guys, always remember to check your Discord link and make sure that you have it on inevitable or indefinite, not inevitable. We're not talking about Thanos right now. So
That's crazy.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's definitely kind of crazy. So let's get into the drama, okay? Let's get into the drama. First things first.
I'm the realist.
Do we want to start with KSI, or
No.
do we want to wrap up?
Yeah.
We want to wrap up. So guys, you know what time it is. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. We are about to play a legendary clip. Let me mute the music real quick. Let me mute the. Yep. And we're gonna go ahead and.
I went to Evo Las Vegas alone. But I wasn't alone. I shared a hotel room with Saikuno.
Wait, sorry guys. Sorry,
But
I have to find the specific. I gotta find the specific time on the clip because we're not gonna watch the whole video again. Promise you, we're not watching the whole video again. I just gotta find the clip where she talks about.
Watch the movie.
The banana?
Yep.
But me, being a dumbass and not being very, like, what's the word? very strong in like mentally, not physically. I mean um uh maybe this is a people pleaser in me, but and maybe I don't know, benefit of the doubt, or because I still thought he was cute, or I don't know. He tried to make a move on me, resolute. I don't know, but he made a move on me.
Okay.
It did take like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're right here. We're right here, guys.
Wow, I don't want to share that. I don't like sharing this on. This is like so personal. Like I don't
But you
talk
shared
about
it,
my
and now
intimate
we
life
play it
at
every
all.
stream.
But I don't sleep with anyone that I'm not dating.
Yep.
And it didn't happen that night. I didn't want it to happen. So instead, I just gave him oral. Okay? And then when he fell asleep, I got out of bed and I just ate a banana and I was just staring out the window. I was dissociating. I think I was sort of just dissociating.
All right. So, for those of you who are not understanding what's going on, we are here to talk about Saikuno and his return. The boy came back. He came back to us. I would have never known. I would have never believed it. So we got a WestJet video that I hope is covering everything, because I'm not all the way sure what was going on there. So let's do that and pull that
Massive
up.
day for the unemployed. Saikuno just returned to streaming, and boy oh boy, people were pissed. Let's check it out.
Alright, well, as most of you guys know, I've been gone for a bit. And while I've been gone, I was working on myself and repairing the damage I've done to...
Now, mind you, he's been gone for like a month and a half at most. So like this repairing himself, and I'm interested to see where this goes. I can see why people are mad off for it.
Ain't no way he's still doing the anime voice.
Bro, is your XB bar not full enough? Is it not full enough?
Love or hate Rice Gum, he's cooking.
My girlfriend and our relationship. And what I did to her was horrible.
Brother just got back home.
For a lot of people, they could never forgive that. I regret doing it so much. And
This virgin just said the return of the king.
in the time I've been gone, I've been
The virgin was him, by the way, if y'all didn't catch the joke. That was his own tweet.
working every single day to try and make things better.
Working on the weekend like usual.
It hasn't been easy, but I'm glad to share that not everything's perfect, but we made a lot of improvements, and we can confidently say that we're doing a lot better. We're in a position where we could be happy together, and we're headed in a good...
Damn. Are we happy about this or are we sad about this? Actually, now that I'm thinking about this. Are we happy about this?
Can I give my fully like genuine response?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't give a fuck if they're together or not. I think I just liked the tea and the amount of drama and how stupid everything was, and like to unpack it. But are we really gonna ask that question and say, you know, like, are we happy about this or not? About a person online. Like,
Are we? No, I'm just wondering because...
Like, I mean, we already knew that was gonna happen. Were we not? The girlfriend was way too.
Yeah, she needed the bands.
Supportive.
She needed the bands, gang. She couldn't afford to move out.
But that's what I'm saying. We've talked about this, so of course we expected this to happen. I think I'm indifferent. I don't think I feel any type of way. I think it's kind of just like, eh. But like, good for them, I guess. Like she definitely has him by the balls now, though. Like, there's no way in hell, unless she knew. Remember we talked about her possibly knowing?
Yep.
If she knew, it's a different story, because if she knew, then like this was all just a fucking scheme to make them go bigger, basically, make him become more relevant again, right? Because he was probably losing relevance since COVID. That's when he blew up, right?
Yep.
But if she didn't know, she definitely has him by the balls. And if she did know, she definitely has to act like she has him by the balls. Because then everyone's going to be like, why you, what? We're just going to allow the fact that he did this? Like, it was all over the internet for a fucking solid, like, 3 days. Wow, so much traction. Yeah.
Facts. That is facts. He did get a lot. He did get a little boost.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna say the N word. You can't stop me.
That's not what I thought that sound was gonna be. That's not what I thought that the sound was gonna be. But I don't care. I'm gonna say it, yo. Shout out Saikuno, #1 player of the year, MVP, most valuable player, most valuable hustler. This guy did his big one. Got piped up. Had shorties ready to move in with him. Exposed on the internet. His girl stuck by him. And he's back a month later. This is never before seen. Like sometimes this is the thing with people. People don't understand when they're looking at a guy. You know what I mean? People understand when they're looking at a top tier general. This guy is a top tier general. That's Big Sai when we talk about him, not the little one. Never the little one. That's Big Sai. Okay? You keep your anime voice. You keep doing what you're doing.
Me and my girlfriend queued Among Us together with my other Chinese streamer friends, and then we played a bunch of League of Legends.
Yeah, what's up?
For this video, did someone else edit this video? Yeah, right?
Yeah, someone else edited this video.
Okay, because the music, once again, is exactly like that other fucking video.
It's the same dude.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's the same dude's video. I'm pretty sure we watched WestJet's video last time about it. Because I wanted to watch the original thing, but it's like a 2 to 3 hour live stream, and I wasn't gonna guys, I'm not gonna sift through a Saikuno live stream to find the tea. Somebody else can package it and give it to me. But for the tea we have coming later, there is one video where it's direct from source, and then there's another video where I saw all the source material, so I don't want to watch it again on stream. It's also hours and hours long, but I have all the context, so I'll be able to fill in the gaps wherever there's, wherever we're not understanding what's going on.
Be coming back to streaming if both of us didn't feel that way.
This dude can't be getting away with this. Hashtag justice for this guy. Hey, I'm an up-and-coming VTuber, and I was wondering if you could help me get my XP up permanently back.
That's crazy.
What is up, guys? It's Saikuno here.
Why is everyone treating this like a good thing? If the roles were reversed, the woman would still be called a I'm not for this. The double standards is gross. Wasn't this the second time, too? Why?
Hold on. Let's unpack this tweet. If the roles were reversed, the woman would still be called a whore. Brother, where did this word come from? Did you guys use this word? Because I don't remember using this word. Who used this word?
I don't think I ever used that.
Who used this word? Who brought this word to the conversation? Because now you're just creating an alternate reality.
Hold on. That's what he's trying to say, though. Hold on, because that's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, remember how when we first talked about Saikuno, we were like, damn, this man has game.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Because yeah. But we're saying that about him when he did something fucking wrong.
Okay. Allegedly.
At least to his girlfriend. Allegedly.
Allegedly,
okay?
yeah.
At least to her. He did something allegedly wrong to her. Okay, cool. I think what this tweet is trying to say is that everyone's treating it like, oh, they are back together and everything's all good and dandy and all is forgiven. But if it was the female who did it, then everyone in society, which has happened before, he's using things that have happened in society before and saying that the woman would still be called a whore even if they got back together with their man. It doesn't matter because they still did a deed and they're still looked at in a bad light so he's basically trying to say that Saikuno should be still seen as a bad person for doing what he did in his relationship. But because if it was his girlfriend who did it, everyone on the internet would be like, oh, she's just, oh, they probably would use that word. I'm not going to say it, but like, because I don't agree with it. I'm just saying, general basis as society, that makes sense that like that's being put out there. I think that it's kind of just random to be put out there, but we all know that that's how society views shit. Society has a very weird skew on things.
Okay, Kick Gang.
And
Kick Gang and I guess YouTube Gang. How real can I be right now?
Very.
Like, how honest am I allowed to be on here? You know, I've been in the bush for a month. You don't get reception out there.
100% honest. Go.
You know, I just want to know how real can I be? Because gang, if a shorty did the exact same thing as Saikuno, you know why mans are gonna use this word to describe her? Because nobody in their right mind, okay? Girl, I get on this stream every single day and do at least 6 call outs to women that can hit the DM. Okay? That's not something women do. Women are not out here chasing, gang.
But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say the fact that they might not be out here chasing, but if they were to do it, if there's that 1 out of 100 that were to do it, that's what they would be fucking called.
Yeah, but the mandem that they would have hit, the DMs that we would have read would have looked, one, they would have looked way different.
Way different.
Two, we wouldn't have seen any Google Docs. 3, I don't even think we find out about this.
But I'm gonna be honest. I'm just trying to say that the reason why this was said is just trying to be a comparison of a general statement. I don't think that it's specific.
I mean, but
This is the first time we've ever disagreed with something.
That's why I had to ask, how real can I be? Because, bro, like, it's not
but
like...
I understand your standpoint. It makes sense because females won't act like this. Also, like, if a man were to do, like, if Saikuno, like, allegedly did what he did, cool, that's great and all. Sure, more power to him. But at the end of the day, I feel like because if a female were to do it, they'd be called that because it's not as prominent. Yes, I agree with that. But I also think they would be called that too on the standpoint of like a female doing it, they're very emotional. Like, we're very emotional beings. So we think with feelings a lot of the time more than logic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest, I think men just kind of, most men that I've been around, I guess, they're just kind of in it for one specific reason. So I guess, like, you are right saying that females,
like,
if they don't do it, like, often enough, that would be their response. But I'm gonna be honest, like, what we just expect it from a guy.
It's not that we expect it from a guy. It's the fact that, like, guys can't do what Saikuno did. Like, what Saikuno did is something like legendary. Like, this is like a top tier masterclass in how to pull. Okay? But even with that, he needed to be Saikuno in order to achieve that. Guys can't just get that off. Brother, I know about 70 girls in downtown Toronto right now.
Facts.
That could double, triple his numbers in a night. It's not the same game. So it's like, yo, we can talk about it being a double standard, but the thing is, it's a double standard the whole way through. The double standard doesn't start and end at what words we're using to describe the situation. The double standard starts from the very beginning, where this isn't even something that you can gender flip.
I think the only reason this would make sense is because of the last part of the fucking tweet. saying, wasn't this his second time? Like, if it were to be a
And
man's
he
second
still did
time,
it.
would we call him?
He still got
Like,
it
you know
off.
what I mean?
It's like
Yeah.
shorties. It's like shorties who deal with man them, who been in and out of jail, and then get shocked when they get thumped in the head. Like, how did he get that off? How did he even? How did you even let this guy get in a position to get that off? How is Kuno in a position to get this off a second time? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Who are we shaming now? Who are we shaming now? That's silly. You can't have a red flag staring you in your face and then you ignore it. And we're talking about, isn't this the second time now? Yeah, it's going to be the third too. I promise you he does this again. I promise you he does this again. Did you run away from your computer? What's going on?
Right. I said that I had to put my mic down. My bad. I put it up. I want to show you something real quick before we continue. Sorry.
Okay. Let me do this. Yeah.
Wait, are you? Oh, I was like, are you showing all of my?
No.
Okay. I got the case. My friend gave it to me for free.
That's sick. Does it charge like that?
No.
Oh, that'd be tough.
It's just so you don't fucking lose it. It comes with a lanyard too.
Oh, guys, she showed me some next level chooch case. Like, this is a fiend case for sure.
Nah, but it's
regular people don't get this, yo.
They were charging $5 for this, but I got it for free.
Okay, you know what?
Cause I got
can't hate.
I got the plug.
We can't hate. Let's have
free skis. You can't hate me for a free.
You can't. You really can't. So, wasn't it his second? Yeah, like
not
bro,
for this.
Not
the
worried
double
about
standards is gross. Wasn't this his second time
not
too?
worried about
Why
that.
is he still talking like that, man?
Dude, I'm watching the stream. Why are you trying not to laugh, brother?
Oh, I don't care. He's a creep, and his girlfriend is pathetic. I mean,
Hey man, isn't that anti-feminism? Why she got to be pathetic now? She got the information that she needed. All the information was available to her, and she made a decision based on the information that she had and the context of her life. Why she got to be pathetic now? What are we doing? I thought this is the same woman. Isn't this the same woman that they swore up and down that they were trying to protect?
She clearly made her decision based off of shit that she saw. Like, she obviously weighed out the pros and cons of her lifestyle and her shit, and she definitely had to think very fucking long and hard. The man didn't just beg her and she was like, yeah, totally. Like, no, that's not. She definitely has him by the motherfucking balls, bro. Why does that make her pathetic, bro? I'm gonna be honest. Like, if it's for the bag, bro, it's for the fuck. Like, that's not pathetic at all. She's up and up and up.
We need to start being honest with each other, guys. We need to start being honest with each other. If it's for a bag, do your thing, gang.
Bro, I want to see my friends eat, bro.
There's too many brokies in this world for me to be leaving a relationship with a rich person over something that rich people do. It just don't make sense, bro. Now you wanna blow up the spot and start calling her pathetic. Yo, you're tweeting for free, gangy. You're tweeting for free.
True. Yeah, that's pretty true. That's true.
All right. Well, I'm pretty nervous, as you can guess.
Yo, can we just remember this is a 30-something-year-old man? He has a shirt that says nervous. Like, how do you get this off? I blame the VTubers, actually. I really do blame the VTubers, because there's no way this should even be like, how do you get this off, gang? And can we actually
the silence is deafening.
You know, with everything that happened, a lot has changed. And I think I've grown a lot from it in so many ways. And I'd say that's most of the update I've got. It's going a lot better, and I wouldn't be coming back if it wasn't that way.
I mean, his girlfriend is sort of pathetic for taking him back, but that's on her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, thank you guys, is all I can say. And also, of course, thank you to all my
Gang,
friends.
and you're making a video about another man's relationship that you've never met before. And this is a continuation of a series about videos about a next man's relationship that you've never met before. And I'm sitting here reacting to your video about a next man's relationship that I've never met before. If anyone's pathetic, gang, it's us. We're the pathetic ones here, not them. It's not his shorty that's pathetic. It's us, gang.
You know, we're still supporting me. I think
we're the
I would have
weirdos.
done quite as well if I didn't have.
This
such
is parasocial behavior.
Really want the best for me, and
Zooey Mama XQC chimed in.
What about the women? Why should we give
the new haircut?
Well, yikes.
So many ways.
Buddy, what about the people? I mean, what do you want? An apology to them? For what? They knew the parameters. The women were led to believe that he was single. Okay, perhaps true. But then they interacted after the fact, and they were still negotiating. And when there was no promise of a future, then they pulled the trigger on retaliation, which is the main problem. At that point, it becomes kind of fair game. If you
But XQC makes sense, you know it's a problem. But yeah, a lot of the girls who came out with the slob basically said nothing.
If you were wronged and you don't fire a shot at getting a prize, your claim is valid for what it is. If you were wronged and you go, wait a minute, I can probably get a max win here, and you give it a shot and you lose, then if you try to go and go with the first claim, it's kind of void.
What the actual did you just say to me right now?
Bro, like he said a whole lot of nothing.
No, I see what he's saying. I actually see what he's saying. So what he's trying to put together is like, if you hold on. If you join a company that ends up being a pyramid scheme and you didn't know, then you can say you got scammed, right? But if you enter this company that you know is a pyramid scheme and then you try to reverse it to still extract something out of it, then you can't say you got scammed because you didn't know it was a pyramid scheme to begin with. Because once you found out it was a pyramid scheme, you still you see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So I understand. I get it.
Yo, he's gonna go.
Yo, stop with the Red Bull. It's Ramadan. Saikudo returns to streaming after cheating scandal apology. The 34-year-old streamer addressed the April cheating allegations head-on during the I'm Back broadcast, saying he has spent time preparing his relationship and that they both agreed it was a great time to return. Hide your VTubers, the Slayer is back. Champions Club Platinum card holder. He can't prevent smirking non-stop, lol. Still doing that cringe voice, too. When you do that ooh-woo, you get the bust nuts or
Huh? Nightmare.
Bro instantly went into sub-only mode. His XP is high enough again. What did this guy do? Had intercourse with a consenting adult.
That's pretty much all I can really say about it.
Yeah,
I think we're doing better, and we're gonna be back to gaming and stuff like that, and hopefully having a good time.
The first Among Us stream back gonna be hitting different. You already know. You're not the f***ing
And actually, hold on. This just clicked in my head. Back to that double standard thing. Bro, y'all remember when Ime Udoka got exposed for piping whoever worked at the Celtics? And they put his whole everything on Front Street, and they told us that he got put on indefinite leave and XYZ and XYZ. I still don't know what Shorty's name is.
I don't either.
They never told us what Shorty's name is.
No, they never did.
Or remember the Coldplay concert with dude that was the CEO of whatever, and he ended up losing his job? I don't know what Shorty did. What was Shorty's
Shorty
role?
was HR of the same fucking company. She was head of HR.
Free that, man. That's two people in a consensual relationship. Free them. They shouldn't have lost their jobs over that shit. Fuck that.
victim, Jesus Christ. So you didn't change in just 2 months. Such a shameless person. Again, he's a scumbag for cheating, and that's bottom of the barrel activity, but he didn't really commit a crime or do anything irredeemable.
That this whole Saikuno thing has gone too far because even my parents know about it. Well, actually, my mom is kind of tapped in, but my...
Yo, I'm saying 10 toes down on cheating is not bottom of the barrel behavior. I'm going to keep saying that. As someone who's been cheated on, I will tell you that cheating is not bottom of the barrel behavior. The barrel gets so much lower than cheating.
My dad is not. I feel like, I'm like, what the f? It's reaching my dad's algorithm.
It might just be because you're Asian, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe everyone gets a notification on their Billy.
It's not
Anyway, moving on.
I do think, obviously, there's a few people out there who aren't quite as friendly, but there's a lot of people happy to see me, and I think that means a lot. So
I'm happy
I
to
think a
see
lot of
you.
people are confused about the Sykkuno situation, like why everyone cares so much. If he's just a boy and a player, and yeah, so what, he cheated on his girlfriend. I think the main reason why everyone cares so much, especially women, is because we genuinely thought that he was a safe person, and I'm sure that's why he was always hanging around with female content creators. So that's why it's so shocking to see that someone that you thought was respectful towards you actually turned out to use that to their.
Yo, shorties need to stop acting like shorties are a monolith when it's beneficial to them. Just because dude was in his room chilling with other shorties doesn't mean he has any baseline respect for shorties. I don't know who needs to tell you that. It doesn't mean that he just rates shorties now. That, oh wow, any shorty that walks up to him, he's good with these short. No, that's not what that means. We need to be real. We need to be real with ourselves. Be honest. Be truthful. What do you mean you thought he was a safe person? What does that even mean? Maybe I just don't understand it because I'm not a ting. But to me, that sounds ridiculous. That sounds absolutely ridiculous. Is there some tingism that I'm missing about that?
No.
Okay, bad. So it's not just me. It's not just me.
Advantage to use that image that they had of you of being safe.
Yeah, it's the nice guys you gotta worry about. They're the wolves in sheep's clothing most of the time. Even now, his LARP has gone intergalactic. He still can't drop the voice or the persona.
I'm nervous, guys. I wasn't sure if this was a good or a bad idea. I thought it was kind of dumb, but I was like, well, I guess I should still be myself, right? So I was like, if I'm really nervous, I'll wear my nervous shirt. And maybe, I don't know.
Oh, my bad. He got his nervous shirt on. I should have known.
Easy.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't watch this. I can't. I'm so sorry. It just feels weird to me to like, feels weird, and it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, he f***ed up, he's trying to be a better person, and just, you know what I mean? And he just needs to get that out. It's like,
Yo, hear me out. Hear me out. Senna with this hairstyle is doing something for me. It's doing something for me.
I agree.
I didn't even
I
pay
agree.
attention to anything she said. She just.
I didn't either. I just stared.
Yeah, I was just looking at her like, wait, hold on. Because I was like, wait, who is that? That looks familiar. Who's that?
I literally was like, I don't know who this is. Who's relevant speaking? And then I looked at her. I was like, oh.
I was like, wait, Senna? Hold on. Hold on. I think I might have talked shit before. I might have talked shit last time we were talking about Sykkuno and Senna came on the stream. I take it back. What's good, shorty? What's good? Oh, you know what we should do? We should rank the contestants of Love Island this season because there's some baddies on there and there's some on there. You feel me? We should react to some Love Island. But we're here for the drama today.
Let me watch it though.
We're here for the drama
I
today.
haven't watched it yet. So
You want to actually watch it?
I watch Love Island. I just wait for it to have enough seasons or enough episodes that I can.
Nah, we need to be on it, brother.
Nah.
We need to be
Not yet.
on it.
I'm not mentally ready for that yet.
I'm gonna be
We
honest,
can
I
do
can't watch this. I
older
can't. I'm so sorry.
seasons because not last season, but the season before was phenomenal.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. But I'm not gonna lie. I watched what, episode 3 with my brother. That shit was lit. Hey, shorty that was in the Paralympics, Beatrice. Hit my line. I know you still in the house right now, but when you get out, mama, hit my line. You feel me?
It just feels weird to me to like, feels weird, and it's like one of those things where it's like,
Yo, hold on. I can't even pay attention to what she's talking about. I can't pay attention to what she's talking about.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, my bad. He got his nervous shirt on. I should have known.
Easy.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't watch this. I can't. I'm so sorry. It just feels weird to me to like, feels weird, and it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, he f***ed up, he's trying to be a better person, and just, you know what I mean? And he just needs to get that out. It's like, really, I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
To be fair, it did get out of hand for Sykkuno. I feel pretty bad
Summertime
myself. You know,
fine.
people were calling him a predator and like a rape. A bit disappointed his return video wasn't some Among Us gameplay, and bro left the comments on, so props to him, not gonna lie.
Can't really say much. Because him and his girl, bro, that's really all that matters.
I mean, hey, if she doesn't care, I guess, no harm, no foul.
Cheated on his girlfriend with well, I don't really know. Apparently, like a lot of individuals for a long period of time. He preyed on smaller streamers.
Yo, she is bad too. What's up with you, WestJet? What's going on today? Were we cherry picking reactions or what's going on?
Nah, she's not bitch crying. That's why.
That tend to also be young.
Hey,
but like
come
18
on.
young. But
That shorty was bad too. Not
that's
gonna
like
lie.
TLDR, I would say.
Cheating, yes, but preying on people, I think that's a slight exaggeration. I don't think that's very good faith, to be fair. And him going for younger women is weird, but again, nothing illegal. You made it this far.
Is it weird though, gang? That's the end of the video. Is it weird to go for younger women?
I mean, it depends on how much younger, I guess.
No, women. Younger women.
Oh. No, I don't know.
Like, if I'm a 6-year-old, I can't bust a nut in an 18-year-old? Like, who said? Why I can't get active? Why? Why I can't get active? See, but we're not ready for that conversation. We're not ready to have that conversation. But in conclusion, so I ain't commenting on that at all. We can't. I'm saying we're not ready for it, Mod Mother. We're not ready to have that conversation, and that's fine. I know what conversations we're ready to have and we're ready not to have. Ninja tried to get me to have a conversation on here, react to something on Reddit that I told him, brother, we're not ready to have that conversation, and we will never be ready to have that conversation live on stream. But if y'all want to join the Discord, we're going to be doing all types of crazy reactions in there. So you might have to pull up. You might have to pull up. But in conclusion, Saikuno's back. Congratulations. Welcome back, brother. I'm so happy that you've returned. It fills my heart with joy to see another brother. Can I even call him another brother? Yeah. You could be a brother. Why not? What's the Asian word for brother?
I don't know.
Because brother feels very black coded. What do Asian guys call each other? If you're Asian and you know what the brother word is, go ahead and put that in the comments or something. Like, let me know. Let me know what y'all call each other for real. So, next up, we're going to be talking about my guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, some may say, of this YouTube shit. One KSI LGBT. And apparently while I was gone, he left the Sidemen. That was actually one of the things that pissed me off. If you were in the Discord, you would know. I literally saw the news and I was like, yo, I'm in the bush and KSI is leading the Sidemen. What is going on? Why is my life like this? So I'm happy I'm back so we can talk about it. So first we're going to go through his video, and I'm probably going to turn on captions and slow this one down a little bit. So we're going to go react to his video, see what he was saying about it. I personally haven't watched a Sidemen video in, I was going to say years, but actually I think it's been about a year. You can't stay for... Oh.
No, I do have to go.
That's okay, buddy.
You're so funny. The way you I put it nowhere for you to read it, and you still read it out loud.
Yo, I saw, cause my iPad went off and it was like message, and then my phone went off, and I just...
Yeah. No.
Hey, man.
But thank you for finishing up the Saikuno drama with me. I appreciate it.
No
I'm sorry I
problemo.
can't participate in this one.
No, that's calm. That's calm.
But love you. Catch you later.
We'll catch you later. Thank you for joining us today.
And because I hit 8 months, you have to do a Just Dance stream. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Got you on Monday.
Okay, fire. Bye.
Bye. All right. So I guess it's just you and me, guys.
This
It's just you and me.
is honestly the hardest video I've
Big
ever had to
claps,
make
big
in my
claps,
life.
big claps.
I've gone back and forth on this decision for a very long time. I've spent months trying to figure out what the right thing to do is.
Okay.
But after a lot of thought, I have decided that I will no longer be doing Sidemen videos. Today, 31st of May, will be my final Sidemen video. Even saying these words out loud, it just doesn't feel real. The Sidemen have been such...
I actually can't stand when people get on... I can't stand when people get on their YouTube videos and just want to start moving slow. And today I realized that I will be leaving the Sidemen today, and yeah, so yeah, like, bro, get it out, speed it out, speed it out. Come on, let's go.
It's a huge part of my life for over 12, 13 years. For almost half my life.
Oh, he genuinely about to cry, isn't he?
My second family. We've grown up together. We've traveled the world together.
And to be fair, I understand his pain because we've grown up together. You feel me? Like, we've all grown up with the Sidemen. So, like, to be in the Sidemen for real, and this is Guaning, like, I fully understand where he's coming from with this. I get it. I get it.
We built something that none of us ever thought.
And I think the Sidemen genuinely is, like, the longest running, biggest content group, right?
Was possible, especially back then when we were making random videos together and playing GTA. I still remember those early days with no idea that tens of millions of people were going to be watching us on the channel. And somehow this turned into an incredible journey. Together we've done things I never thought were possible. We sold out arenas, we sold out stadiums, we've broken records, we've made Netflix shows, we've done a lot. And we've shared so many good moments on YouTube.
Okay.
And those moments will stay with me for the rest of my life. We've been there for each other through some of the highest highs and the lowest lows of our lives. I've watched these boys grow into incredible men. I've watched these guys grow into fathers. I've watched them grow into husbands. And I'm so incredibly grateful to experience.
No, I'm not even gonna say it.
That
I'm not even
journey
gonna say it. Let's just keep watching.
alongside of them.
But I do need to speed this up because I thought the 1.25 would be a little bit
The
better.
truth is,
but
nothing bad has happened. This decision is completely my own. Over the last few years, I felt myself being pulled in a lot of directions.
Okay.
Than ever before. Between everything else in my life, I feel like I've been running at full speed, at 100 miles an hour. I spent so long trying to be everything for everyone, trying to be everywhere, trying to do it all, trying not to let anyone down.
Okay.
But somewhere along the way, I started losing the balance of my own life. I found it hard to make enough time for myself. I definitely found it hard to find time for my family. I found it hard to make time for the people I love. And I realized that something has to change. The Sidemen deserve someone who can give 100%.
Okay, you know what? That actually makes sense. Because right before you said that, I was gonna ask, like, wait, so you realized that you needed more time, and the first thing you decide to do was leave the Sidemen? Like, I personally would probably, no, I actually wouldn't. I was gonna say I would stop making music, but I actually wouldn't. Would I stop Prime? No, you make buku money doing that. I wouldn't stop making my own videos. So I guess the thing that does have to give would be Sidemen. That's unfortunate. That's super unfortunate.
And right now I know I can't do that. It just wouldn't be fair on the boys. It wouldn't be fair to you. And it wouldn't be fair to myself. Walking away from something you love, it's painful. Trust me, this has not been easy. But deep down, I know it's the right thing to do.
Okay.
Those boys help shape who I am today. And I hope in some small way that I shaped who they became too. To Simon, the friend I've known the absolute longest. From the times we fought when we were young to all the happy, great times we had when we used to live together.
Shout out Mini Mentor.
It's so cool. It's so incredible to see you as a family man now. I also know how hardworking you are. I remember you told my brother that one day you were going to be bigger than me on YouTube. It might not have happened yet, but I know it still could happen because you are relentless. I feel like no one works harder than you, bro.
He is,
Honestly, you are a
is
machine.
like that. I'm not gonna lie. Mini Mentor is
And
definitely like
you'll
that.
always have my full support. To Vic, you're absolutely crushing it in music right now. When I saw you at Tomorrowland, bro, I just had the biggest smile.
But Vic's a DJ now, right? Vic Star?
I was just so
I've never
happy.
really understood what that guy did. I know he used to play Minecraft, and then he started playing GTA, and then I don't know. I don't know from there. I'm not gonna lie. I was never really
I know how
never
much you love
tapped in like
DJing,
that.
and I'm so excited about your future. And maybe one day we'll have that collab. To Ethan, I still remember one of the first times we met. You're always laughing, and your laugh would instantly make me laugh. So we're just laughing at each other the whole time. Oh man, bro, you're just so funny, man. And to see you now with Faith and your little girl, it just makes me so happy. It just makes me so happy. And I know you're gonna be a fantastic dad. I mean, you already are a fantastic dad. I know words. Sorry. I know you already are a fantastic dad. But, oh man, all of it.
Am I tripping if I say that it's kind of crazy that you have all these people's numbers and you could just tell them this directly, but you're putting this in the YouTube video? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe because there's like such YouTubers, it makes sense. But it's just kind of weird to me.
It's just so lucky to have you as a dad. To Harry, bro, never change, man. Even when us as boys are having a heated argument, you would be the one that would just drop a meme and make us all laugh. You are one of the greatest people I know, and I'm so glad to have you as a friend for life. To Toby, everyone calls you the nicest sideman, and it's because it's true.
Big Tobes.
On and off the camera, you give each and every person respect, and I just love that about you, bro. You know, I always wondered why you hardly ever drank alcohol. So when I decided to stop drinking a few years ago, you were one of the few people that helped me throughout my sober journey. And bro, you helped me in more ways than you'll ever know. I'm so happy to see you really coming out of your shell this year. So bro, just keep it up, man. And finally,
he has been going pretty
to you,
crazy
Josh,
this year, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, bro, I started YouTube because of you. I mean, let's be honest. You have been my shoulder to cry on when things were tough, when things were low, especially with the whole situation with my brother. You were there, man. You were always there to help. And I want to thank you for absolutely everything. You have changed my life for the better. And to the people behind the camera, the cameramen, the editors, the thumbnail designers, the sound designers, the people who do visual effects, and so on. Everyone who helps behind the scenes. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the hard work you put in. I want you to know how much I appreciate you all. Thank you all for the memories. Thank you, boys, for the friendship. And to all of you watching, thank you. Whether you supported us since the bedroom days or the Sidemen House days, the football matches, the road trips, the holiday videos, the Tinders, whatever. You might have even just been a fan recently. Thank you
The
for
holiday
giving the
videos
group
are tough.
a career beyond our wildest dreams. I hope you continue to support the boys because they truly deserve it. They're still going to do amazing things, I know. They're still going to make incredible content. And I will definitely be watching.
Hey,
alongside all of you.
Wash. What's up, gang? Welcome to the stream.
But for
Wash says, Rose in the thick of it.
I need to focus on myself.
We'll get there. Don't worry.
I need to focus on fixing my work-life balance. Just so I can finally focus on my health and finally make time to see my family and make time to see my partner. Thank you for everything. I'll see you guys in a bit.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it's nose, I skid in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40-something milli subs or so, I've been told. I'm in my prime, but this ain't even
Wagwan, how was living in the wilderness? It was alright. It was
I went from living straight out to sold out.
I enjoyed myself.
Life's fire, but
Oh,
once
I
I'm
should
ready
probably
for the
turn this off before I get.
This is how.
Completely forgot about that part. So, yeah, KSI is left aside, man. That's interesting. Now, the reason I wanted to watch that video first is because I saw a bunch of like people talking about it, and I thought that maybe something crazy happened. Apparently, nothing crazy happened, but this video is called "The KSI Sideman Situation is Getting Worse" by Fesify.
When you think about the Sideman, it'll always.
Yeah, so we're gonna go through this video real quick and just see what everyone's talking about. See what everyone's talking about.
Be KSI, but that's just because I've done more. When you think about the Sideman, it'll always be KSI, but that's just because I've done more.
When KSI said this, he really meant it and really felt it. Talking about the biggest creator in the world, and obviously now he's left the Sideman.
I look at Jimmy, and I'm sure he won't mind me saying this. I look at Jimmy and I go, bro, I can do what he does and better and more. I can though. It's true though, bro.
He's built a 500-person team.
Most groups or all groups, there's always like a
Do we agree? I actually agree with that. Now that I'm like, cause I really I wanted to say, nah, you're tripping, but now that I really think about it, KSI low key, cause I called him to go to this shit when we introed the part. KSI might actually be that guy in reality. Like he might low key really be that guy.
what he does and better and more. I can though. It's true though, bro.
He's built a 500-person team.
Most groups or all groups, there's always like a Harry Styles, or in One Direction, or a Beyonce in Destiny's Child. You could argue that I am that of the Sidemen.
The situation with
that's a crazy thing to say about your friends, yo. That's an insane thing to say about your boys. Because people will joke about that. Like, oh yeah, I'm the little Beyonce. Like, I'm the Beyonce of the group. I'm the da-da-da-da-da of the group. Gang. For you to say on a podcast and, like, seriously, like, you're just sitting there with somebody else who's not even on the team. Like, if he said that on, like, the Sidemen podcast, it makes sense. You're sitting with some random talking about Harry Styles? Gang. And to be honest, Harry Styles wasn't even a bad example because every single person in One Direction had a big hit solo. But to be the Beyonce of Destiny's Child? Nah, you're chatting shit. Wash says his ego's too big. Bigger than that watermelon. Brother. He has like the duplex bandanas on. I know for a fact. Bien noggin, man. Bien noggin. Watch a video of him taking the Hey man, KSI, if you see this, we love you. We grew up on your videos. It's no hate. We actually genuinely like adore you. Yep. Get our clips in. Let's get our clips in, guys. Let's get our clips in. He's the GOAT, no cap. Like he's actually goated, especially when it comes to like that wave of British YouTubers. KSI's really KSI and the Sidemen are the only ones who really stood the test of time. Wash says, I'm just a hater. Also true.
KSI and the Cyberman, I feel like is going to get messy and more stuff is going to come out. Essentially, we found out why he left it. He kind of has bigger goals than the Cyberman right now. He wants to push forward and compete at the highest level, whereas a lot of their members are comfortable. And it's a voting system of how they want to do things within that group.
You're trying to compete with him, bro.
With Jimmy.
Uh-huh.
You're saying face on camera right now.
Yeah, but I mentioned the Cyberman boys. I'm going to get more subscribers than Cyberman. And I'm also going to get more views than Cyberman. So I got more views than Cyberman in a month. So now I just need to get more subscribers. Yeah. And then it's just keep it up. And then it's like, all right, cool. I'm looking at Speed now. I need to try and get more views than Speed. And I need to get more.
You're on the smoke.
Yeah. And then after Speed, who's next?
Yeah.
Until I get to Jimmy. And then it's like, me and Jimmy going back to back.
Congrats on the views, bro. You said that you would get how many in a month?
I said I'll get over 100 million.
And you did it.
I did it, yeah.
With like 6 days to spare.
Yeah. Lots of days to spare. Yeah. Thank you, man.
100 million in a month.
Wait, am I tripping? I might be tripping. What? I didn't know KSI was hot in the streets like that. What? Oh, bro, what? Save that to the playlist real quick, cause what? KSI. Oh my days. Oh my Lord. In the last month, he's dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Out of 14 videos, only 2 of them are below 1 million views, and I want to say most of them are over 3 or just about. Like, that's actually insane. He has a hater base for this much though. I have seen these like win $1,000 videos like everywhere though. Parents pop the balloon. Guess the country world edition. That Big Zoo? I'm happy Big Zoo's been like, yeah, thousands, pro and semi-pro. Okay, I can see when he says that he's really trying to compete with Mr. Beast. I see where he's coming from on that one for sure. Best celebrity lookalike wins $1,000. Okay. Featuring who?
Yeah. So now I think for me, it's like, all right, I want to
London
make
is
sure
blue,
I get
baby.
that in long form views. So right now, long form, I'm about 40 mil.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to try and get to.
So
100.
60 of that is made up from short.
Well, I mean, I can see, but
get the bragging out and stuff.
No.
I did us.
Bro, I love stats. It's just
because you got good ones. That's why people that have bad stats don't like stats. They'll say, "Hey, stats, man, just numbers on the paper, man." So but when it's good stats, let's see.
For May, I got about 148 million.
You're going to London
shorts.
on Monday?
Views. Yeah. And then video views is about 38.9.
Hire me.
Yeah.
And guys, to be fair, KSI has voiced these goals that he has of being the biggest creator in the world. He wants to do it with the Sidemen. He explained it to them and he pretty much laughed them off. And it is a massive, some people would say even unrealistic goal.
I can though. It's true though. Bro,
he's built a 500,000 team of
yes,
killers.
I know, but I can do that as well. But I'm talking about him himself.
I love the optimism.
He's a host, but I can also be more than just a host. Like I can be a person that gets involved with YouTubes. I can show more personality. I can get
the only issue I heard this right. Apparently, he doesn't want to have too much personality in his videos.
Joe
because
Weller.
if you have too much personality, you put off other people. Like there's certain people that won't like you. You know, like some people go, oh, I love KSI, I fucking hate KSI.
There's a lot of
It's
people
like,
that
because
hate
you have a
as well.
really big
You can't
personality.
get to 100 million views across the world with your personality.
KSI recently got a video that got 88 million views in like a month, and this has changed his perspective on things, and it makes him want to focus on this goal that he discussed with the Sidemen, and he wants to prove them wrong by competing with the biggest creator in the world.
With too much, you almost have to be a little bit more bland.
You're already too much of a disturbance.
Yeah.
Nah, but then
in a good way. Though.
You know what? On the flip side, gang, if I tell my boys I can be bigger than Mr. Beast, and I'm like just me, Kem, Mago. If Big Mago tells the boys, yo, I could be bigger than Mr. Beast, and I get this kind of energy back, I don't really want you around me. Now, if I'm KSI, and I'm telling you I could really be bigger than Mr. Beast, like, where is KSI in the most subbed YouTube channels? Mr. Beast is number 1. Oof. Are we even gonna? Hold on. Where is he? 18.4. So he's the 893rd most subscribed channel in the world. Who's above him in the UK? I would love to see. Okay. The kids channels, the music channels. KSI Music is number 10 though. Mr. Who's the Boss, Sidemen. I don't know. Because I kind of want the optimism from my boys, but at the same time, if my boys are moving like this, like we're moving like this together, and they're telling me, yo, fam, relax on that, they might, they might have a point. I can see it. I can understand it. I get it.
I want to be the guy that can get 100 million without having to be a robot.
But that's
okay. I'm very excited to see it.
Okay.
I implore you to do it.
Yeah, I invite you to do it, and I will enjoy watching.
Okay.
But I think it's an incredible challenge, and I think what he's done is actually super impressive. And
no, of course, no. I'm not trying to shit on him.
But I think it's impossible to replicate.
Don't be glazing the next man while I'm trying to tell you my goals. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not liking this energy. Don't tell me about how it's impressive that the next man did some shit when I'm telling you I could do some shit, bro. Come on now. We're not talking about Jimmy, bro. We're talking about big KSI. Come on, man. Pause.
As a personality-driven channel or creator.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think they're two different boxes. These are two different boxes.
Proving people wrong.
Yeah, I know you do. And I hope you do. And I
want you to.
I look forward to bumping your channel up and seeing 100 million views on a video. I look forward to it.
KSI's ambition is the reason he's so successful. What's he worth? Like over 100 million. He has various investments, Prime and stuff, but some goals are just too big. The Tommy Fury fight, that goal was a little bit too big and he lost that fight.
I think Tommy probably wins on points. Tommy's jab is too good currently.
Yeah, but that's how.
That's nasty,
He's got a very
work,
good
bro.
jab. That's beautiful for counters.
Because I think he schooled Jay.
Yeah, he did.
And I think if that's the end goal, then we should just leave where it is.
I'd say I'd knock him out round 6. Round 6, round 7.
And you know what? If you do, I would. Listen, you already know.
Another dog.
Listen, he beat Logan. I got the W. So
sometimes you do.
That is the nastiest word. I can't understand being friends with somebody, being partners with somebody, and looking at them in the face and telling them that I think they're going to brick on camera. Because if it's you and me in ones, and I'm just letting you know, like, I'll go on, like, yo, be careful, that's one thing. On camera, for me to say that, yo, fam, I think you get smoked out. Nah, I would have left them niggas too, bro. I would have left the Sidemen too. What? That's crazy. I thought y'all was gang. What's going on? What's going on here?
You need people just to bring you back down to earth, and that's what the Sidemen often do for KSI, because he's all about competing with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast's Un Espanol channel has more subscribers than KSI, and this guy has like 4 other channels that are bigger than Un Espanol before you get to his nearly 500 million subscriber channel.
Yo, stop the glaze. Stop the glaze.
Which is not 10 times KSI subscriber count, it's like 30 times KSI.
Stop the glaze. That's why KSI probably watched this video like, stop the glaze, bro.
Subscribe count. So we've seen that KSI's main objective is to somehow compete with Mr. B, and he just left the Sidemen, but it's not about him leaving, it's about apparently how he left. Basically saying KSI just put out a statement without them even knowing, and he didn't leave the right way.
We want to start by saying that we as the Sidemen wish JJ the best and respect his decision to leave. We will be forever grateful for the amazing moments and memories we've shared. Unfortunately, his exit did not happen in the way any of us wanted it to. That has understandably left lots of you confused, and we feel like we owe you some clarity. It's difficult for us to address the situation and has taken some time because we're a group and not an individual. Ouch. 30x subs is pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Yeah, but like, don't tell me that, gang. Like, don't tell me that. Watch, if I tell you I'm gonna be a bigger streamer than Speed, don't be trying to compare the stats. Like, just pat me on my back and tell me I'm gonna do it, bro. Don't give up. Like, bro, what? How you finna tell me it's 30 times this, bro? Stop the glaze. I can count. I can do the numbers. I know what the difference is. Stop the glaze. Ideally, we would have loved the opportunity to give JJ the send-off he deserved, a proper farewell video, time for everyone to process it, and a chance to celebrate everything we've built together. Unfortunately, JJ released the news before we had agreed on a mutual way of letting our audience know. Then they cropped him out the pick is crazy. Vic almost didn't make the pick. Golly. This is the end of an era, but not the end of the Sidemen. The rest of us will continue to bring you Sidemen content with the same commitment and optimism we always had. We look forward to continuing the journey with you all, and thank you for always supporting us through everything. Ethan, Harry, Josh, Simon, Toby, and Vic. Oh. Ooh, that's crazy. They really just said, bro, he blindsided us. We didn't even know. We learned at the same time y'all learned. That's crazy.
Already there's a little bit of nastiness involved here, and many people kind of turning against KSI and saying that his ego is getting the better of him for the things he's coming out with. Fans discussed it on Reddit saying, why on earth would he just straight up announce his departure before agreeing anything with the rest of the boys? He definitely has some more explaining to, so that's just not cool.
I'm not gonna lie though. When I quit my job, I don't go ask my colleagues if they're cool with me quitting on the day that I quit. And I understand this isn't the same thing, and it's like, yo, they're partners in a business, and this is a whole separate thing that involves a lot of other people. But like, me personally, gang, you're not finna tell me that I gotta tell you to exit a certain type of way unless we got it written in a contract somewhere that I have to inform you before I leave. That's ridiculous, bro. Let's be like real grown-ups about it. I'm guessing he had his own reasoning behind it. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, just watching those couple clips, like, bruh, I'm with him on that. That's crazy.
Oh, just a guess based on how JJ usually is. Maybe he thought leaving that manner and surprising everyone, including the Sidemen, would create more backlash and drama, hence creating more traction to his channel and content. And just recently, he's made a statement basically saying already in the last month on his own channel.
You know what? Let's be real. Let's be real. If I'm leaving the group, do I want the farewell video and the video that everyone like goes to look for in terms of me leaving the group? Do I wait until we have like a farewell video, send off, whatever, knowing that I'm gonna eventually have to compete with that video for views? Or do I just put out my own little joint? Me personally, I put out my own little joint. But that's just me. That's just me.
I know he's doing more views than the Sidemen, and this is a little bit misleading just because KSI had a YouTube short, which they always go viral, and it's not a proper video. That done like 80 million views. That's a large portion of the views. But on a recent Alhan interview, he was talking about being bigger than the Sidemen.
I told the boys that I'm going to overtake them in views and subs eventually.
Fucking hell.
And
how many? I mean, who does the?
I have overtaken them in views last month.
You're quite competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I'm confused though. See how he's talking about Mandem? Why is he already using the word them? Why is he already othering himself? Why didn't you say my main channel is gonna do more than our group channel? Why is it not our? Why is it them?
So,
but when you say the boys, I mean, who are the big content creators?
Sidemen.
Yeah, I know, but Harry doesn't really make it.
No, as the group.
Oh, you're outperforming the Sidemen
I'm
channel.
outperforming the Sidemen channel, yeah. Oh, no, we don't need clout.
And turn the Sidemen into the Sidemen.
What?
For real.
Fuck. If you go through all the comments right now, it's not a...
See, you're not telling mans don't make those kind of jokes. Like, I don't know whose side I'm on with this one. This is a lie.
About him leaving the group, it's about the way he's done it. People are talking about boycotting KSI, saying a lot of things have gone to his head, and it seems like he's changing someone in his ear.
There was a period you kept sleeping on set. I remember that.
Well, yeah, and it's always because we'd have super long shoots.
Longer
and
than
then
5 hours.
But then they'd have a go at me, being like, "Oh, bro, like, why don't you ever get enough sleep or what?" I'm like, "No, man. Like, I think with my style as well, I'm hype. I'm a lot of entertainment. I'm like doing a lot.
Welcome to Inside.
Yeah. Whereas like for someone like Josh or Vic, they're just really. It's but it's like they're just low key the whole time. So it doesn't. They don't.
One thing that don't get mentioned enough is how much potential Road to Shore had. In a short period of time, he was coming close to overtaking KSI on subscribers. I remember, and he's ghosted his main channel for 7 years. He was doing 30 million, 20 million, like it was nothing. He had so much momentum. This guy probably had a better chance of being a lot bigger than KSI would if he just stayed consistent. But obviously, once he joined the Sidemen, his hunger had went.
Why doesn't W2S upload? Yeah, why not? Yeah. There's no financial benefit for me to upload. What? I don't really get paid off my main channel.
A bit of Monster Cat or something?
Yeah, but it's shit.
19th of February 2020 was his last video.
You know what? I don't have any desire to. I don't feel the urge to make a video, and it's just a lot of work. I'm happy with the videos I've made, so I'm happy to just let them sit there.
Can't be bothered.
Yeah, essentially.
I don't think anyone was in his ear about this decision. I think it's his own ego and his own thing and him wanting to challenge himself. Obviously, his manager, Mams Taylor, is the closest person to him in the industry, and he said this is something he could need and deserves to have his own space after putting so much work in throughout the years.
At the end of the day, we support KSI. Team KSI all the way. We support what he wants to do to make him happy, healthy. He was struggling with his time management and really needed to spend time with people close to him and enable him to kind of do the things he wants to do. I think he's earned that, and I think you know, they've had a fantastic run. They've done really well together, and and I think KSI and all of us wish the boys all the best, and I'm sure they're going to continue with a lot of success, and yeah. It is what it is, you know. It's always sad when it's an end of an era like that, when you've been working with anyone for that length of time, and then there's a change. It feels like a bit of a divorce in a way, but you know, hopefully it's all friendly and amicable, and all the boys are growing up and doing their thing and have families, and you know, things change. But again, for me, I support what makes KSI happy, keeps him healthy, keeps him in a good place mentally, and you know, fully support his decision on it, and wish all the boys the best as well.
It's just come at a weird time because KSI seems so passionate even about the recent Inside series and many things that the Sidemen do outside of just filming content, and it's just kind of come out of nowhere after a really good month for him on YouTube. He just wants to focus on himself now. This guy has been complaining for many years about not really having any time on his hands, and just recently made another investment in a football club where he shows up and tries to shoot content and do stuff for them. This guy constantly takes on new ventures. Things have crossed the line as KSI's main channel's editor, Mo Saeed, many people know in the industry, he put out a tweet saying, "I've stayed quiet over the last few days, but I feel like I need to say something. Since JJ's announcement, I've received thousands of messages. Criticism comes with a job, but people entitled to their opinions. What isn't okay is the racial abuse, messages telling me to off myself, and people warning me to watch out over a decision that wasn't mine to make. The narrative that I've somehow recently appeared and had a major influence over this decision is very, very strange to me. This year marks almost 11 years of working alongside JJ. I wasn't brought in recently, and I certainly wasn't brought in to convince JJ to become something he's not." This guy's obviously works on content for KSI and the Sidemen, but it just shows how fans are taking it when people are getting abusive messages like that. A comparison from KSI back in...
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna need to start naming and shaming, guys. If you're telling me that you're getting death threats, I need to see the screenshots. I need to see the proof. I need to see the ads. I need you to tell me who is sending you these messages. How many of them are there? Go through, figure it out. Because it can't be every day we're saying that we're getting bad racist messages and mad this, that. I need to, let me see what the message is to make sure you're not, pulling one over my, you feel what I'm saying? That just might be me though. Maybe if I get in a situation where people are sending me death threats, I'm not gonna want to go through it. But I'm posting the screenshot. You guys are mad if you think I'm posting the
2017 to the
screenshot.
comparison of 2026, almost 10 years later, KSI has a completely different approach now. He's everything that he said he didn't want to be.
I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. I had to keep up with a persona that was just so taxing on me and my general well-being, to be honest. I don't know, but in my opinion, YouTube has changed a lot. I don't believe it's about the you in YouTube anymore. Gone are the days where people would just make videos for fun. Now it's all about people making videos for monetary gain. YouTubers now have directors, editors, cameramen, and other things to help them out. Whereas before, it was only the YouTuber that would do that themselves. That essentially is the game right now. That is the YouTube game. That's how you remain relevant.
I'm not gonna lie, with all the
personally,
with all the shit I be saying on this stream, there's definitely gonna be a couple clips of me in the coming years where it's like, y'all run back to these and you're like, wait, but didn't you say this? Yup, I changed, buddy. I changed. I care about it now.
I just don't want to be a part of that game anymore. From now on, I'm going to be making content that I want to put up. I just hated how YouTube became like a chore for me, having to always keep up with these bullshit trends and shit. I started making videos because that's what I wanted to do. Like from the beginning, it was just fun for me. I just enjoyed doing it. So I feel like I want to end doing videos that I want to do rather than doing videos that people want me to do. I'm trying to compete with Jimmy. It's the beast. Yeah. And he gets about 4 billion every month in shorts and about 600 million long form. I mentioned Sidemen Boys, I'm gonna get more subscribers than Sidemen, and I'm also gonna get more views than Sidemen. So I got more views than Sidemen in a month, so now I just need to get more subscribers. Yeah. And then it's just keep it up, and then it's like, all right, cool, I'm looking at Speed now. I need to try and get more views than Speed, and then after Speed, who's next? Until I get to Jimmy. And then it's like, yeah, me and Jimmy going back to back.
The funniest thing that I've seen is a replacement for KSI and the Sidemen. People suggesting his brother Deji should step in and replace him.
That would be funny. Oh, that was the end of the video. That's such a weird way to end your video. Okay, so is there, we saw one more, this one. I love Deji, he's funny. He's always been so
Wait, ew! Guys, I'm in Target, right? And I wanted to buy a box of Lunchables so that I can compare it with Lunchables in Singapore. This is still moldy. This one's moldy. This one's moldy.
Oh my.
This one's moldy. They're all moldy, bro. How are they selling this? How's this?
We have our snacks and our energy drink.
Yeah, but isn't that a store issue?
Lunchly, of course, we have the turkey, cheese, and cracker stack. Also the Fiesta Nachos, my personal favorite.
Love.
Few products in YouTube history have fallen as hard or as fast as Lunchly. What started with 3 of the biggest creators on the planet standing behind it, turned into one of the most publicly mocked launches the platform has ever witnessed. Discount shelves, mold allegations, and a reputation that never truly recovered. But the full story is considerably messier and more interesting than most people remember, and it goes back further than the moment everything started falling apart. So let's go all the way back to where it actually began.
We came together to create a Lunchables competitor.
No. I'm saying the molding itself is like a them issue. Like that's a Lunchly issue. But the fact that it's in the store and they're still selling it is definitely a store issue. Like, bro, take the moldy food off the shelves. Why is that still there? Why do I have the option to buy something that's moldy? Grocery stores, we need to hold grocery stores accountable for the food that they put out there. It's actually disgusting. It's actually nasty that grocery stores can put out food that they know is about to expire, or they could use expired food and cook it up and sell it to you for the next week. Like, that's disgusting. That should not be allowed. Someone has to, you know, has to crack down on these grocery stores. Get away with way too much.
Beverage ever, and the fastest growing candy ever. So we did that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you to Lunchly. Oh, yes.
In the beginning, the reaction wasn't entirely negative, and that's something a lot of people conveniently forget when they talk about Lunchly now. And honestly, the early optimism made genuine sense when you looked at who was behind it. Logan Paul and KSI already had Prime in their corner, one of the fastest growing and most culturally dominant drink brands of its era, a product that had genuinely disrupted a market and built a following that most established brands would have envied. Mr. Beast had Feastables sitting alongside it, which had carved out a serious and legitimate position in the chocolate market in a remarkably short window of time. So when the 3 of them stepped out together and announced a lunch kit product designed to compete directly with Lunchables, the initial logic was completely sound. These were proven operators with proven audiences and proven track records of building products people actually wanted. The early promotional push reflected that confidence. Comparisons to Lunchables were everywhere across social media, with Lunchly being positioned as not just an alternative, but a genuinely better and healthier option for the kids buying these things.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar. Feastables Crunch Bar. Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese.
Drip versus stick. That promotional campaign is precisely where the trouble began, and it escalated faster than anyone involved probably anticipated.
Bruh.
Other creators started weighing in almost immediately, and the tone shifted very quickly from cautious optimism to pointed criticism. The most impactful response by a significant margin came from Dan TDM, who posted a tweet that cut through all the noise in just a few sentences. He wrote that he couldn't stay quiet anymore, that what
I don't know if I reacted to this. I feel like I did react to this when it happened. But let's do it again. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust people who are selling to them. Do better. And I feel like I said this before. That's just what business is, gang. That's just what business is. People sell things to make money. The faster we figure out as plebs on this planet that these companies are going to continue to sell us bullshit to make a buck, the faster everyone's going to be better for it. I promise you. That's my tip of the day. That's my tip of the day right there. Just know that these people don't care about you, bruh. They don't. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's Toys with Ryan or Sideman or like, they don't care, gang. He said, I think the main issue, Washed said, I think the main issue is that it's marketed towards kids. Bro, so is McDonald's. So are Fruit Loops. So is all of this bullshit juice in the boxes. All of this is advertised towards children. So are all these toys made by little kids in factories that are filled with carcinogens that don't get washed. All these polyester clothes that are going to make them sick. It's all marketed towards kids. I understand that it's like, okay, these are people who you build a rapport with, that you build some sort of trust with. But like, that's just branding, gang. It really is just branding. Like, and I think it would be silly. I think it would be silly to expect somebody who's created a rapport with the consumer base to not, in some sense, try to make money off of it, which is why people have merch. That's why people do, why I have subs. Because it doesn't make sense to be creating media and to not capitalize off of it. Now, could they have just made merch like everyone else? Yeah, but they decided to go a whole different route with it, and I respect them for that. It's a completely different market.
What he was seeing was selling stuff purely for the sake of making money, with no genuine benefit to the people buying it, and that it amounted to pushing questionable products onto kids who trusted the people promoting them to have their best interests at heart. The tweet caught fire almost immediately. Support flooded in from across the platform, from other creators, from parents.
And also, let's not pretend like kids have money. Kids don't have money. If you're letting your kids eat even Unlunchable, what are we doing right now, bro? Like, what are we doing?
From longtime fans of everyone involved. Suddenly, Lunchley was at the center of a much larger and more uncomfortable conversation about what creator responsibility actually looks like when you're selling products to young audiences. Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast all responded in various ways, but it was KSI who went hardest and longest, spending days firing off tweets and eventually putting together a full video dedicated entirely to addressing the criticism head on.
And Dan TDM replied. This is what he had to say.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people.
Yeah, this is
who are
OD. I'm
selling
not
it to
gonna
them.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. This is super OD with the edit.
From the outside, KSI's response had the look of someone trying very hard to appear unbothered while being very obviously bothered. He kept pushing back repeatedly, kept minimizing the backlash, kept insisting that the hate wasn't landing and that the people criticizing them didn't understand what they were building. But as the criticism kept building rather than fading the way he seemed to expect it to, he shifted tactics and started going after Dan TDM's own past partnerships, pulling up older sponsorships and collaborations to argue that Dan had done similar things in his career and therefore had no real standing to criticize what they were doing now. It was the kind of move that tends to backfire badly, and this was no exception. Rather than deflating the criticism or putting Dan on the defensive, it only gave people more material to work with and made KSI look increasingly reactive and cornered. The argument itself didn't hold up under even basic scrutiny, and most of the internet said so loudly and repeatedly, which only made things worse for him and by extension for Lunchley as a brand.
Looks like crap to me while showing his toys that he sold to kids. How does this benefit your fans, Dan? Now, obviously, people didn't realize that I was shining a mirror in his face. Instead, they were like,
wait, you did the same as Dan. You made toys with Tube Heroes.
And yes, that's fair, but I'm not the one complaining. But okay, did I reply to this? He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? At this point, his fans imploded. But again, they kept moving the goalposts and being like,
oh, well, Dan only did this once. He's only made a video once about sweeties to his audience, so you're wrong.
I mean, he still did it, but sure. If you just type in Dan TDM sweets, there's countless of videos of him eating sweets, promoting sweets to his audience, but cool.
The reason KSI's counterattack failed so completely was actually pretty straightforward when you thought it through. Dan TDM had promoted candy and sweets in the past, products that nobody was pretending were health food, products that both the creator and the audience understood were treats rather than nutritional choices. Lunchley was being marketed as something fundamentally different, a genuinely healthier option, something parents could feel good about, something being positioned as a responsible choice for kids' lunchboxes. That distinction mattered enormously to the people watching, and KSI's attempt to flatten that difference and treat both situations as equivalent only highlighted it further for anyone paying attention. The internet largely dismissed the whole counterattack as someone coping badly with getting comprehensively outmaneuvered on Twitter by a Minecraft YouTuber of all people. And then Dan TDM did the one thing that made everything worse for KSI. He said absolutely nothing. No clapback, no follow-up statement, no engagement with any of the tweets or the video, just silence. Months later, he posted a few casual photos of himself with his family with the caption, "Living the dream." KSI responded with, "Happy for you, man," and that was effectively the entire conclusion of the public exchange, right up until Dan was eventually asked about the whole situation directly on Tommy and It's podcast, where he would finally address it properly for the first time.
Tom speaks highly of your aura. I really do.
Well, yeah, with the whole Twitter stuff that happened, the aura was quite strong.
That's what he goes on about. I
couldn't believe that. It's like,
was it mad?
Yeah, like it felt a bit Game of Thronesy. Like the whole internet like had my back, which was kind of wild.
Oh yeah, it was really cool. Were you just sat in your room like, this is a bit mad?
Yeah, it was a bit ridiculous, but
it was awesome. And then living the dream. Living the dream was crazy. Mate, he's been crying for like 2 weeks straight, and you come in and just like, I have a great life. That was incredible. And what I just enjoyed is like, he couldn't get around his head why. I don't think he's never not been the top dog before. The way I described it is like, if you're in school and like me and Jack are year 8s and he's like a year 10, and then for the first time ever, the really kind year 11 goes, no. And he's like never had that happen before.
I think it's more as well, like I couldn't be bothered to like fight. Like he loves the whole back and forth. That's what the whole boxing stuff's about. Like I get it. I understand it. But it was funny. I had to not feed into it because
it's exhausting.
You just watch it happen. It was fun.
Was it fun?
It was fun.
Yo, I might be wrong on this one. Y'all can feel however you want about it. I will never, ever, ever understand, nor will I ever back someone who says something and then just doesn't engage with the replies to that thing. Like if you say something and you just like then ignore replies towards that thing in the conversation, I think that's like loser activity. No, that's not directed at Dan or anything. That's just me personally. I don't understand why people say things and then don't stand on it. Like stand on that then. The fuck?
Backing.
It was funny.
Dan's sustained refusal to engage said more than any direct response could have managed. What it demonstrated clearly was a fundamental difference in what the two of them were actually focused on and what they actually valued. KSI operates in a space where attention is the primary currency, where a high-profile ongoing beef with someone as well-respected as Dan TDM translates directly and immediately into views, engagement, and visibility for everything connected to his name, including Lunchley. Every reply, every video, every tweet is an opportunity to keep the story alive and keep people talking. Dan has a family, a completely different relationship with the platform at this stage of his career.
Gang, everyone has a family. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everyone has a family, bruh. I got a family. Like, what the fuck?
And clearly different priorities when it comes to what he wants his online presence to represent. Feeding into the drama would have given KSI exactly what he was looking for, and Dan simply wasn't interested in providing it. That contrast wasn't lost on anyone watching closely, and it ended up reflecting considerably worse on KSI than any direct response from Dan could have achieved.
You know what's funny as well? My wife was always like, just think before you tweet. That was one time I didn't really think too much before tweeting. Usually I'll type it out and be like, no, I can't bother, delete it.
Yeah.
So and then I didn't tell her for like 3 days, and she's not on Twitter really, so I didn't tell her. And then I kept getting notifications from my phone. I was like, oh, Logan Paul's responded. Jimmy's messaged you. KSI just responded. I
Hey,
was
to
like,
be
well, I
like-
have to mention something now.
What was it like? Hey, babe. So
Yeah. She was like, well, I agree with you, but maybe you should just not kind of like stoke the fire anymore. I was like, okay, that's fair.
But the entire Dan TDM situation turned out to be relatively minor in the grand scheme of what was coming for Lunchly. Because once the product actually hit shelves,
Yeah, okay. All
and
right,
creators
buddy.
started purchasing it specifically to review and compare
Okay,
against
okay.
competitors, a much more serious and damaging problem began to surface. Rosanna Pansino was among the first to document it properly, running a straightforward and methodical comparison between Lunchly and Lunchables, and finding something that nobody involved in making the product should have allowed to happen. She found mold inside the product. Not a borderline quality issue, not a minor inconsistency. Actual visible mold growing inside a food product that was being actively marketed to children and their parents as a healthy lunchbox option.
I was shooting a video comparing Lunchly to Lunchables, and I opened the first package, which was supposed to be good until December 8th, 2024. And we just got this one. This was fresh from the store this morning, and there is a ton of mold in there. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I was thinking that, you know, maybe they would taste pretty similar, just, you know, not have that best or better for you ingredients. And I was going to go over nutritional facts and things, but this is really concerning. So I just am pausing from filming just to take a little break to show this. And I have a fork. Denise, is this okay if I use this? Okay. I have a fork and I'm just going to dig into it just to see. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is a ton of mold. This is really dangerous.
The response from Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, and KSI was to frame the whole thing as a manufacturing issue that was being actively identified and improved over time, essentially asking people to treat it as a growing pain rather than a fundamental failure. Which might have been partially accurate in a narrow technical sense, but it missed the actual point entirely, and most people could see that clearly. The fact that moldy products had successfully passed through quality control and made it onto store shelves where parents were buying them for their children was the issue. Not whether the problem might eventually get corrected down the line. These were lunch kits being purchased.
Am I the okay? Maybe I'm just like too lenient, or I give too much grace. But is there a Is there a world where like it leaves a factory without mold, and then because of the lack of preservatives and the lack of XYZ, by the time it gets to the store, it's moldy, which once again, it shouldn't be put on the shelves. How are the grocery stores exempt from any of this? How can you go to a store, buy food that's like moldy? How is that even a thing that exists? Like, I understand it's supposed to be good until a certain date, but like, how does the grocery store keep food on the shelf that's actively molding? And if it's molded all the way through, how are we not? Why? I don't know. Because if they're packed in the same way as Lunchables, or I guess they're in the boxes, so you wouldn't know. So I guess I'll give the grocery stores that grace. This just seems like a whole mess of a situation, to be honest with you.
Specifically for kids. The acceptable margin for error on something like that is essentially zero, and Lunchly had failed to meet it in a very visible and very public way. More creators kept posting their own videos documenting moldy Lunchly products they'd found.
And bro, let's stop pretending that we care about what kids are eating, bro. We market the most messed up shit in the world to kids. All the like worst food on the planet is the food that's marketed towards kids. Let's stop pretending like we really care about what kids are ingesting, bro.
Early this year, someone filmed themselves walking into a supermarket and finding mold across nearly the entire available stock of Lunchly products, on items that weren't even past their expiration dates yet.
Wait, ew! Guys, I'm in Target, right? And I wanted to buy a box of Lunchly so that I can compare it with Lunchables in Singapore. This is still moldy. This one's moldy. This one's moldy. This one's moldy. They're all moldy, bro. How are they selling this? How's this legal? They're not expired, by the way. It's Valentine's Day today, and yes, I am in the Target getting Lunchly for Valentine's Day. Pretty sure all the blue ones.
I got it. Thank you.
At that point, the mold issue had stopped being explainable as a one-off
Tell
mold
the
problem
store,
and
gang.
had started looking like a persistent and unresolved structural failure that nobody had genuinely fixed. The argument that the supermarket video might have been staged doesn't hold up particularly well. The creator documented the packaging dates clearly on camera, and given Lunchly's well-established and publicly documented history with the exact same problem, there was nothing remotely implausible about what was being shown. What's genuinely remarkable looking at the full picture is that the brand survived it at all. A mold scandal of this scale attached to a food product being marketed specifically to children would have ended most companies completely and permanently, yet Lunchly is still on shelves. KSI has pointed to this repeatedly as evidence that things are going well, that the brand is healthy, that it's thriving and growing despite everything the critics have thrown at it.
What happened to Lunchly? Just seen that the Lunchly X account hasn't posted since April this year. Has Lunchly been as successful in the long run like Prime was? The honest answer, yes. But like, it's just like been killing it in the background. Prime is a bit more in your face, whereas Lunchly is just, you know, all the promo was in the beginning, and now the people enjoy it, just buy it. So it's kind of just like steadily growing, kind of like how Prime is right now. Like everything's just growing. So I know it's not as hyped up as, you know, it was a few years ago, but as a product, you can't have something just be hyped forever. Like eventually it's got to cool down, it's got to cool off. But yeah, in the meantime, people are still just enjoying Prime and Lunchly. It's just, I got nothing else to say. People are just enjoying it, as in the general public are just buying it. So yeah, I guess it turned from a meme to a thing people just buy now.
That framing is generous at best and delusional at worst. Think carefully about the last time you actually witnessed someone eating Lunchly in a real-world context. Not someone reviewing it on camera, not someone buying it ironically to make...
Why would I genuinely sit down here and waste my time trying to think about the last time I saw somebody eating a children's snack, bro? I don't spend... Honestly, I probably spend more time around children than the average person. I should spend way more time around children than the average person based on what my job is. But it's crazy. Like, why? What even kind of take is that? Nah, come on, Fest.
The point, someone genuinely using it as their lunch. For most people, the honest answer is never, or close enough to never, that it doesn't make a meaningful difference. Lunchly appears at a store, it tends to be fully stocked, sitting untouched on the shelf, which is not what a product that's doing well looks like. What it looks like is a product that moves slowly at...
Have y'all ever seen a store run out of Sprite? Or Coca-Cola? Think about that.
Best, and quietly accumulates in discount bins at worst, which is exactly where it keeps getting found across America. KSI calling it a success is almost certainly more about managing perception than accurately describing reality, operating on the theory that if you project confidence loudly enough and consistently enough, the narrative eventually shifts. Whether that's actually working is a question the sales numbers would answer far more honestly than anything KSI has said in his videos. That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. It helps the channel.
And what is this? What is this? I think this is the last KSI video we're about to watch.
KSI is leaving the Sidemen.
I'm not gonna lie, how is the BBC putting that on the news, bro? Like, KSI left the Sidemen, that's so funny, bro. What's the Sidemen? It's the Raj, bro.
I'm disappointed in your team and the people around you, man. How and why they thought it would be a good idea for you to enter the ring looking like that is beyond me, man. It was embarrassing. Have they no shame, or are they there just to massage your ego while you're still paying them?
The day KSI chose to walk away from the Sidemen wasn't random. It was Soccer Aid Day, one of the biggest charity events on the UK YouTube calendar.
Who cares if it's doing well now? That's also a good-ass point. That's a good-ass point. Who the fuck cares? That shit's forever gonna be a meme.
With half the group already there in person. Whether the timing was
he left on Soccer Aid Day? What?
One of the biggest charity events on the UK YouTube calendar, with half the group already there in person. Whether the timing was calculated or just careless, the effect was the same. The announcement completely overshadowed everything else happening that day, and the people closest to him were left finding out the same way everyone else did. That detail alone set the tone for everything that followed.
No, that actually makes it so much worse. That makes it so much worse. What do you mean he dropped it?
Because from the moment it dropped, the conversation wasn't about the decision itself. It was about how it was delivered.
Or he knew what before it went public.
Not long after the announcement landed, he dropped a statement that a lot of viewers read as cold, maybe even a little passive-aggressive. He wrote that he knows everyone is grieving in their own way, that they knew it was coming for a while, that some are angry, some don't want to accept it, some might even hate him, but that he'll always be there, and this shouldn't be seen as the end, but as a new beginning. The rest of it leaned into softer reassurance without saying a great deal of substance. The thing that stands out is that none of it sounds like a decision the whole group had discussed and signed off on together. And once the clip started doing the rounds, it looked to a lot of people like the others had genuinely no idea this was coming, at least not in that moment and not delivered in that way. The general read online settled fast. He caught them completely flat-footed, and the timing only made the whole thing sting more. The ironic part is that it all dropped on the very same day some of them were in the UK for Soccer Aid.
You may have seen the news that has just been dropped. I didn't know that video was going out now, so I'm expecting a lot of people to just ask.
That charity match is a genuinely big deal. The kind of event that should have been a highlight, a positive day that generates good memories. Instead, it got completely swallowed by the announcement and everything that followed. So, understandably, the group felt they had to respond. Their statement was measured but honest. They said his exit didn't happen the way any of them wanted, that the audience deserved clarity, and that as a group without a single spokesperson, it had taken time to figure out how to address it together. What came through clearly was that they had wanted to give JJ a proper send-off, a real farewell video, time to process it, a chance to celebrate everything they'd built. But he shared the news before any of that had been agreed on. It didn't read like a group that had been kept in the loop. His response to their statement was a single love heart, which either said everything or nothing, depending on how you read it. Then the reaction got deleted from both Instagram and Twitter, which somehow made the whole thing feel even more unresolved. Fresh clips started circulating almost immediately, and a large chunk of the audience began using them as evidence of something they felt they'd been noticing for a while, that KSI's ego had been quietly expanding and reshaping the dynamic around him. That framing took hold fast, and it's a big part of why the story refused to die, because at some point it stopped being about one exit and turned into a question about how the entire situation was handled.
It's like a Harry Styles, you know, in One Direction, or a Beyonce in Destiny's Child. You could argue,
this is a crazy clip. There's nothing you could really
For
say
most
to
viewers,
like convince
the problem
me
was never
that
simply that JJ left.
that's not a
Creators
crazy
move on.
clip.
That's normal. The issue was the timing, the tone, and the very public impression that the rest of the group were left figuring it out in real time in front of everyone. A public split like that always sends people hunting for hidden meaning, and once those clips were everywhere, every tiny detail started carrying more weight.
His ego
Some
is
focused on the deleted
way
reaction,
too
saying
big,
it made
like,
everything
that's
feel
actually a
shakier.
massive
Others
ego.
pointed at the joint statement
But
as
I
proof there
mean,
was way more friction behind
is he
closed doors
wrong?
than
That's the
fans had ever
thing.
picked up on.
I think Speedball's down the road.
That's the other
Speed
side
as a
of it. Is
person
he
is
wrong?
more famous.
That's not the kind of thing
I
you say,
disagree.
whether you're right or you're wrong.
Like,
That's not the
it's
kind
like,
of thing you say
okay,
on a,
who do you
on
think's
a
more
public
famous? Me or
platform.
Speed?
Speed, mate.
You're
Sorry. I'm
mental,
sorry.
bro.
Either way, the thing moved fast, and the
He said, who do you think is more famous, me or Speed? Who's more famous, KSI or Speed? I want to say it would have to be KSI, but I also think it's kind of crazy. And maybe this is where the ego part of it comes. He said Speed fam is not even close. Are we sure about that? Because I think that KSI might be more known as an individual, and he has the time on his side, but it's kind of crazy that this is even conversation that we could be having, like based on how long KSI has been around. Like, it's crazy that he's going to try and compete with people like Speed and Mr. Beast. You'd 100% say Speed? I mean, we could check that. Let's look at what the Google Analytics say. Let's see what the Google Analytics say. Let me actually oh, hold on. No, I think I'm looking for Google search analytics. That's what I'm looking for. Google Trends, that's what it's called. Okay, let's check the Google Trends here.
mood kept sliding from disappointment into full.
So we are looking for I show Speed. And the last, let's give it the last year. Okay. Now, if we open a new tab and we go look at KSI over the last year, so this is when he left. He was at 100. And then he dropped down to 52. Otherwise, 30s, 40s. Between 30 and 40. a little 60 peak in November of last year. Yeah, he's been like really between 30 and 40. Whereas Speed has been comfortably sitting. Yeah, because I guess when he's up. He is higher. But it's not. Oh, well, actually, to be honest, his lowest point is a 24. KSI's lowest point is a, 30? 28? Yeah, 28. About this, that's the same low, right? Just about the same, but the peak does go higher. Oh, I'm looking in Canada. That's my bad. Worldwide. That is my bad. Oof. I mean, it's about the same. Peak there. Speed has this 81 peak. So his highest peak is better. And this might just be because of the nature of live streaming. Like, these areas might be where, big events were going on when he was doing his world tour and stuff. And then you kind of cool off as things aren't happening. Whereas KSI has been steady for the most part. Let's go for the last 5. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not all the way sure. He definitely has higher peaks, but it's more up and down. He has that 100 there, that 63 there, that 42, that's 35, that's 27. Otherwise, low. Okay. Yeah, his is a lot lower and steadier, whereas Speed's has definitely been increasing. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because here's where this is where the difference is made. So KSI has had some sort of buzz for much longer, which is why I say it's crazy that this is even a conversation that's going on. Because it's kind of crazy to me that Speed is at the level, like Speed and Mr. Beast. Because if you could do it, then you should have done it, is how I kind of feel. But let's go back to the video.
Full-blown speculation. By that stage, it had stopped feeling like a clean departure and started feeling like a messy public situation that everyone was scrambling to interpret. Calling yourself the Beyonce of your friend group is a funny line on the surface, but there's clearly something underneath it, because this is a guy who seems to rate himself very, very highly. The strangest part is that almost nobody outside the group seems willing to push back on him directly, like openly disagreeing might just stir up more tension. And that's exactly why people are studying this moment.
But can I disagree with that? Can I disagree with KSI calling himself the Beyonce of the Sidemen? I don't think I can. I genuinely don't think I can disagree with that. That seems like pretty fucking accurate. I don't think he should say that out loud, but I mean, it's pretty accurate.
Once a dynamic starts looking lopsided, every small reaction gets blown up online. Viewers aren't just chewing on the statement itself. They're scanning for who looked in control, who looked genuinely caught out, and who seemed to be working overtime to keep things looking calm in public. That's where the speculation really kicks off, because so much of the talk is less about one specific decision and more about what it hints at regarding the group behind the curtain. Some figure the public response only made the tension more obvious. Others reckon the internet is doing way too much with what was just a heated stretch.
He is, but it's a shitty thing to say.
Generation.
You're just living in this bubble.
What are you on about? I'm sorry, mate. Like,
Speed is way more humble. Yeah, and a lot younger. So like it is kind of crazy. What were they just arguing about though?
I reckon the internet is doing way too much with what was just a heated stretch.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. This new generation.
You're just living in this bubble.
What are you on about? I'm sorry, mate. Like,
you know, yesterday, like, he's the president of UK Ballers.
Sure.
So ballers themselves said we're bringing in a guest next week, which clears any previous talent.
Wait.
Yeah.
Whatever side you land on, the reaction keeps dragging attention back to the relationship between them, and that's what keeps this story breathing. Because on the podcast tour he's been doing, he's more or less openly taking shots at his own friend group. That's why people aren't reading this as plain confidence anymore.
I compete with Mr. Beast. Yeah. He gets about 4 billion every month in shorts and about 600 million long form. I mentioned the Sidemen boys, I'm gonna get more subscribers than Sidemen, and I'm also gonna get more views. I've got more views than
I'm not gonna lie, I just don't think KSI, and this is me as a KSI fan for years and years and years, I just don't think KSI has the personality to pull that many people. Because as a fan, I find him a little jarring. So I can only imagine what like people who don't really watch videos like that probably think about him.
Sidemen in a month, so now I just need to get more subscribers. And then it's like, all right, cool. I'm looking at speed now. I need to try and get...
It's landing like a very deliberate public message. It's tough to tell whether he was being disingenuous or whether he actually meant it. But either way, it was only a short. And honestly, if he hadn't been throwing little jabs at everyone, it probably wouldn't have blown up the way it did. But take his editor, who was out here openly trying to dunk on Vicstar123. You don't go after Vicstar123. That's just one of those lines people don't cross. So naturally, the backlash started swinging toward KSI and his editor. He also said he'd spoken to Mo behind the scenes, and that it genuinely hurt seeing how some people had been treating him, that whether you agree with his decision or not, people should leave those around him out of it.
What is that?
Even after that, people kept digging up older KSI clips, and the reaction just kept compounding.
I'm disappointed in your team and the people around you, man. How and why they thought it would be a good idea for you to enter the ring looking like that is beyond me, man. It was embarrassing. Have they no shame, or are they there just to massage your ego?
I don't know why he feels the need to get on YouTube to talk to people who he like can message or he can just speak to. Like, I don't understand this whole public thing that he does all the time. Very weird.
While you're still paying them.
In what might turn into a genuinely brutal ratio, viewers fired back with a clip of him ironically calling out somebody else's team for something that looked remarkably similar to what his own team had just done. And that's exactly the kind of moment that accelerates everything, because once people are already looking for hypocrisy, finding it feels like confirmation of the whole narrative. The reaction isn't staying parked on one comment or one post. It's turning into a broader debate about how the group communicates, who actually feels safe speaking up, and how much of any of this was ever being sorted out privately to begin with. A lot of viewers are now reading for the subtext more than the actual words, which is precisely why old clips and old reactions keep getting yanked back into the discussion. Some people call that fair context. Others think the internet is stretching way too far and stitching a story together out of scraps. Either way, the scrutiny keeps looping back to the same question, whether this was just a messy public moment or a sign of something deeper shifting behind the scenes. It's pretty ironic, and these resurfacing clips seem to reappear like clockwork every time KSI is anywhere near a public conversation. And those aren't even the only ones circulating. Because during that podcast run, a whole batch of older moments got dragged straight back into the mix. He really comes across like the guy who can't stop bringing up his own stats. And unfortunately, that does seem to be the version of him people feel they're watching right now.
Our long form, about 40 mil.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to try and get to
So
100.
60 of that is made up from short.
Well, I mean, I can see, but...
get the bragging out.
This clearly isn't one isolated slip either, because there are so many clips floating around that it's becoming genuinely hard to keep track of them all. And that's exactly why the discussion has ballooned past one clip or one awkward beat. Once viewers start linking up old footage, fresh reactions, and offhand comments from different streams, the whole story starts looking layered, fair or not. Some treat every resurfaced moment as extra context. Others think the internet is building a court case out of broken pieces. That divide is the engine here, because each new clip hands people another excuse to read between the lines. Even when nothing genuinely new surfaces, the reaction keeps spreading and the tone keeps sharpening by the hour.
Boys, that I'm gonna overtake them in views.
And so Washed says exactly what the fuck I was thinking right now, and he says, I would hate to be in the public eye like this. Literally, bro. Because what? People are scouring videos and hate watching just to find you being a hypocrite. Or just to see how people are interacting. And Wash says, like, bro, everyone on your dick for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Because you said you didn't want to be in a group no more. And your boy said, well, we didn't know that. Now everyone cares about what you're up to. Like, bro, what? Leave gang alone, bro. What? This is weird. This is super parasocial. Oh my
subs eventually.
Lord.
And
how many? I mean, who does the?
I have overtaken them in views last month.
But when you say the boys, I mean, who are the big content creators?
Sidemen.
Yeah, I know, but Harry doesn't really make.
No, as the group.
Oh, you're outperforming the Sidemen.
I'm outperforming the Sidemen.
For his supporters, it's all framed as people overreacting to a clumsy public transition. For his critics, it reads as confirmation that there was more tension simmering behind the scenes than anyone wanted to say out loud. So the focus stays glued to the pattern itself, not just the individual moments, and that's what makes the whole thing so hard to look away from.
Well, what I will say is, I just don't like that everything is public for us to see, because I also understand the idea of being somebody who's in a group with a bunch of people who don't have the same level of care or the same level of like drive that you do in order to like build things up. So it's like, I understand where he's coming from. If one member is like, oh yeah, like I can't be arsed to put my own videos up, and like, you know, I just like the videos that we make, and you know, it's too hard to make videos while I'm over here getting punched up in my head, making Prime, doing shows over here, performing over here, doing this over there, doing that over there. I could actually understand it. I get it. Washed says these guys want it to be public though, and that's the unfortunate part. Because it makes them more money. So everyone's just falling into their genjutsu. This is ridiculous.
Listen, being competitive is fine, that's normal, but pulling other people into it, especially when it lands as disingenuous, is where folks start raising eyebrows. Some viewers just can't get on board with using random clips to prop up your own sense of self-worth. You can tell me your take, but when friends are the ones involved, and especially if they got caught off guard, it gets a lot more tangled. And as you'll see in one of the upcoming clips, some people genuinely think the blindsiding was intentional on his part.
We're being something that's gone so far down the line, and then last minute you've got, this just isn't going to work, we need to sack this. NFTs!
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
This was KSI in his KSI crypto era. JJ thought it was the best idea, and then the other guys were like unsure, and I was like, I will not let this happen, so I had to like do a detailed breakdown of every reason why I thought.
For now though, it seems pretty obvious to a lot of viewers that the Sidemen as a unit probably kept things from going off the rails more than once. Plenty of viewers feel he might actually need people around him to keep him grounded. When someone gets surrounded by yes men, that's usually right about when things start sliding. Handling a messy situation badly is one thing on its own.
Has
But if
been
the people
something
online
that
are right,
I've been saying. I think KSI might have a lot of people around him who are afraid to say stuff, because some of the decisions he's made in the last couple of years have been suspect, very suspect.
and he was genuinely blindsiding his friends while squeezing extra views out of it. That's where the criticism really starts to stack up. I didn't buy it at first either, but then I came across a post on his subreddit. Basically a theory built around how JJ tends to operate. The idea was that maybe he figured leaving it this way and surprising everyone, the Sidemen included, would generate more backlash, more drama.
Washed says, yeah, 100%. Same with Kanye, lol. Yeah, like I feel like there's just people around them that they might not be like all the way yes men, but it's like they don't say the thing that needs to be said. And a lot of people actually have problems with that in their life. We're like, I feel like as humans in society, we don't want to say the things that need to be said to the people that we love, because we don't want to hurt their feelings, and we don't want to take their drive away or seem like haters. Like a lot of people are afraid to seem like haters, and it's like, yo, sometimes you just gotta tell your boy what it is. Not online though. Wash. Don't tell me what it is online. Tell me in the Discord. Wash says, especially if the person is playing the.
W's in the
Literally, if that person's paying the fucking bills.
And in turn funnel more attention toward his own channel and content. And to be fair, people online are quick to point out he's pulled something like this before. A big reason his Thick of It track even made money was that the reaction got so intense. Then something shifted the angle. It looks like he may have sent the video to Deji before posting it, something that wasn't really meant for everyone else's eyes. You can spot it because the version he actually uploaded is color graded, while the one he sent his brother isn't. That might say something about how on the ball his team was, but it also gives the public version a totally different feel, and that's exactly why people are mining the smallest details for meaning.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Thank you for all the hard work you put in.
Because once a story gets viewed through that lens, even the way a clip is set up becomes part of the argument. What some viewers are zeroing in on now isn't just what was said, but how it was packaged, and whether that packaging was meant to soften the blow or make the reaction hit harder online. That's where the discussion gets messy, because one camp sees calculated strategy, while the other sees people reaching way too far into a simple upload. Either way, the reaction has shifted from a quick burst of criticism into a much wider debate about intent, timing, and who actually knew what before the video ever went live. And with that kind of uncertainty hanging in the air, every new detail gets treated like it might reveal something bigger. Some people are now acting like all three of them are wrapped up in some larger setup. And this isn't even the first time Deji has wandered into the conversation, because viewers have been tweeting about him too, and those posts have been picking up serious traction. To be fair, Deji did warn people about what KSI was like, painting him as money-minded and focused on himself above pretty much everything else. In the middle of all this, some viewers are even saying Deji comes across as the most credible voice in the whole thing. And honestly, this feels like a cycle YouTube has watched play out again and again. There are older videos where KSI lays out his whole outlook on the platform, and some viewers feel this stuff runs pretty deep and says a lot about how he sees the game.
What's wrong with you? You're too egotistical. You think you're a god. You are far from it.
Which is part of why it just keeps dragging on. Because once viewers start assembling a full timeline in their heads, every old clip, every old post, and every old reaction gets pulled back into the frame. What might have started as one decision now looks to a lot of people like a chunk of a much bigger pattern, even if that read is still pure speculation.
I would make me so sick to my stomach to have friends and like my brother or even my sister get online and just say things about me and to respond back. Like, this is just a situation that I can't even imagine being in. This has to be annoying for everyone involved.
To do with YouTube. I just wasn't enjoying it anymore. I had to keep up with a persona that was just so taxing on me and my general well-being, to be honest. And I don't know, but in my opinion, YouTube has changed a lot. I don't believe it's about the you in YouTube.
For plenty of viewers, it's not only about what was said in the heat of the moment, it's about how those older warnings are being reread now through this newer wave of criticism. And when people start believing a creator might have been moving with a plan the whole time, the debate stops being about one upload and starts being about trust. So even if others see all this as overthinking a fairly ordinary online move, the reaction shows just how fast a story can balloon once the audience decides there's more bubbling under the surface. At that point, every detail becomes ammunition, and the conversation gets almost impossible to shut down.
Is the game right now. That's how you remain relevant nowadays. And personally, I just don't want to be a part of that game anymore. I just hated how YouTube became like a chore for me, having to always keep up with these trends. I started making videos because that's what I wanted to do. I feel like I want to end doing videos that I want.
That shift in his outlook is honestly kind of unsettling, and the whiplash between who he was and who he is now is genuinely wild. It really leaves some viewers with the feeling that he's drifted into the exact behavior he used to criticize, almost like a parody of it, because the content he's putting out now is pulling attention for all the wrong reasons. People keep reaching for the word slop, and while nobody wants to throw too many stones, some of these viral clips are landing badly.
So this is what the Sidemen were holding KSI back from. Yeah, you can see in his eyes that he is exactly where he wants to be in life. No, he's not that old, but is this the YouTube equivalent of like a midlife crisis?
A lot of the comments have been blunt, with viewers calling it sad to watch and describing him as one of those out-of-touch YouTube Shorts creators, reacting to corny, outdated memes purely to keep very young viewers entertained. It sounds harsh, but that really is the tone out there. And when you look at the kind of videos going up now, a lot of people genuinely can't square how he went from walking away from that collective to making this. It almost reads as ironic, especially when you can clock the new target audience within the first few seconds of a video. So yeah, the reaction has been close to universal because so many people are weighing in on the change, and nobody really seems thrilled about it. Because once people decide a creator has switched lanes, every new clip gets judged like it's evidence. Even small choices start getting picked apart, and the conversation stops being about one video and turns into a bigger argument about direction and whether the old appeal is even still there.
I is trying to be Mr. Beast at a time where everyone is kind of sick of Mr. Beast. This overstimulating, oversaturated, numbers above everything style of content, this corporate slop, entertains very small babies, entertains 7-year-olds with unrestricted internet access. It's not going to build the audience loyalty that the Sidemen have built over many, many years, and it's only going to erode the loyalty that KSI has from his audience. Because he's not doing this because it's the content he wants to make, because it's what he dreams of doing, because it's what he enjoys. He's doing it because a marketing team said it.
What makes it land harder is that the criticism isn't coming from one little corner. It's spreading across totally different pockets of the internet, with some viewers fixating on the tone, some on the audience shift, and some on the simple fact that the whole thing feels miles away from what they expected.
It was the earliest here. I called it. Shot. And the Vic is now here.
This is a new unlock.
That mix is what keeps the discussion alive, because everyone's got their own angle to grab. So now the story is less about the surprise and more about perception. People aren't only reacting to what he posted, they're reacting to what they think it says about where things are going. And once that kind of assumption sets in online, it's brutally hard to steer the conversation back towards something calmer.
this
At least when Mr. Beast went down this road, it felt somewhat original. This version feels like copying the homework and expecting the exact same grade. Viewers seem more resistant to this kind of content than ever right now, so the timing might not be doing him any favors either. A lot of the pushback also seems tied to expectation. Some viewers were already comparing his style to older internet trends.
We need to give Mr. Beast credit, because before he was doing that, he was Mr. Charity guy. He definitely was Mr. Charity guy.
So when the newer clips leaned even harder that way, it just gave critics more to grab onto. That doesn't mean everyone reads it the same way, but it does explain why the reaction has stayed this stubborn. So at this stage, the issue isn't really the video itself, it's the impression it leaves behind. And once that impression takes root, people tend to treat the next upload like one more clue in the bigger picture, which is exactly why the conversation hasn't cooled off.
Like, yeah, that KSI leaving the Sidemen will ultimately backfire on him, you know, like...
KSI is leaving the Sidemen. Your thoughts on this?
I'm not gonna lie, how is the BBC putting that on the news, bro? Like, KSI left the Sidemen, that's so funny, bro. What's the Sidemen? It's the Raj, bro.
For now, the reactions still seem pretty unanimous. If the whole KSI leaving the Sidemen situation...
Wash says something about Mr. Beast just throws me off. I think it's a smile. He just doesn't look like a real person. I'm not gonna lie. There's certain people who I've noticed they really just look fictional. He looks like a fictional character. And something about it just... Washed says, that man's evil deep down. I mean, shit, he could be. I can't defend nobody I never met before.
Isn't just speculation. A lot of viewers are saying it comes off as genuinely embarrassing from his side. People have always felt like the Sidemen were the thing keeping KSI grounded. So many fans were inspired by the idea that 7 best friends could climb to the top of UK YouTube together. But this new path KSI looks to be on reeds, to a lot of viewers like a much lonelier road. It also gives off the sense that there might be a few too many yes men around him now, and that's part of why people say it's hard to argue against the criticism. Honestly, this is one of the most one-sided reactions I've seen on social media in a very long time.
Okay. So, final take on the KSI situation. I think that I think that this is going to be the beginning of a new era, as he was saying. I don't know if this is the greatest decision for him. I don't know if this new content is going to grow in the way that he wants it to, but I will keep my fingers crossed for him, and I hope that he figures it out, because that'd be great for him. So let's go back to our playlist. And let's talk about, what time is it? 1:30. I really wanted to talk about this Lego, but I think that's gonna have to be its own thing. I definitely think this is gonna have to be its own thing. So for now, let's watch this VR, let's watch this proximity chat video and just, you know, cool it, calm it down. And we'll see how we're feeling after. We might play a little bit of Fortnite or something. You feel me?
You're probably a fat homeless king wreck off the edge of a king sofa who deserve to be king hung, caught and ordered. Now don't be silent now, speak the f*** up now, you little twerp, come on. It's punishable by 17 years in prison.
I came across a strange furry advertising their hypnosis sessions, so I signed up for one. I'd like to sign up for a hypnosis session.
I've got you on a list for tomorrow. Because I've got a headache. I've done 10 hypnosis sessions already today.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Now, I'm going to raise myself up a little bit. Bring your hands closer together. Keep on doing the breathing techniques. Now close your eyes. Supposed to ask before you knock in. Supposed to ask before you walk in.
Is somebody in your room?
Yeah, one of my carers. I'm currently in a hypnosis session. And I'm also, as well, currently not clothed.
You're naked in the hypnosis session? What the f...
For me to be able to spiritually feel nothing, I have to wear nothing because of my sensory issues.
Who walked into your office?
I'm in adult social care. I'm not in my office. And my carers think just because I've got some issues, they think I could just fucking walk in. It happens all the time and they think it's okay. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Well, do you think you could put some clothes on?
Yeah, give me a sec.
What the... Dude.
Put my onesie on. Where were we? Any stresses that's been stressing you out recently?
I found out that my hypnotist was naked.
Sorry about that.
So the people that come into your room just see you sitting there naked?
Sometimes, yeah.
How'd you get into this VR hypnotism? I didn't know this was a thing. It's working really well.
So I got into it because I'm actually a mental health practitioner. I work in mental health. I'm an actual therapist, private therapist.
Are you licensed?
Unlicensed therapist. I normally actually work with zoo to help them.
Zookeepers?
someone who likes an animal in a sexual way. I help them get over it. So there's one called Zaid Wolf. He was a zoo. There's rumors going around about him. He came to my office.
Did you cure this guy?
Yeah, he didn't have any thoughts about zoo ever again.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to open up. I used to be an ex-zoo, but I managed to get some help from other people. I got the help I needed, and I wanted to pay it back. So I became a hypnotist.
How did you get cured? Did you come to a session?
Yeah, I came to a hypnosis session. There used to be a massive group on VR chat. You might have heard of them, Zoo Away.
No, what's Zoo Away? I've never heard of them.
Basically like an anti-zoo group that helps zoos overcome their problems by therapy. You have to attend a session.
Yo, the craziest thing about these videos will always be the fact that these people exist in real life and you'll just never meet them because they constantly stay indoors. Like, this is a real person that exists on this planet and they're not faking it. It's crazy.
Once every 3 weeks.
Oh, it's like Alcoholics Anonymous, but for people who are much worse.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to record in these sessions at all?
If you recording my practices, no, but if I can record and I can send it to you, how come?
I just like to record my experiences on here.
So as long as, because I have talked about myself, I don't want it anywhere. If you cut the bits where I'm talking about myself, you can publish the bits about the session.
And the parts where you told me the crazy history about yourself?
I don't want it anywhere. It could cause drama if it ends up on the internet. I don't want drama on my name. I've got allegations against me. People have accused me of being a
allegations?
Well, since you gave me your permission to record everything you're saying, I guess I'll upload it.
Did I? I said if you cut out certain bits.
No, you said that I could upload it all.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did. Maybe you were hypnotized and you don't remember.
Let me get my friend Zeus in it.
This guy's bringing his friend in here for backup. Uh-oh.
Feel free to tell Bellastar what's going on as well.
Come on, what's going on?
Yo,
Don't be silent now. Speak the up now, you little twat. Come on, what's going on?
Why did man's coming in this game so angry? No, we're gonna play VR chat one day. We're gonna have a proper VR chat stream.
Apparently here, yeah.
I kind of overexposed myself
shit on social media. What's that story about?
Yeah, I came here for a hypnosis session and I left with trauma.
So basically, because it was too hot in my room, one, I normally do my hypnosis sessions naked, and normally on the group that I'm in, you don't have to tell people about it.
First of all, why are you nude in the first place?
Because it's far too fucking hot in my room.
You could at least put a warning.
And also because I also might have accidentally mentioned about my hypnosis sessions that I help zoos out come over their problems. And I was also
yes or no, be honest, just say
I'm also an
really care less. Oh, you just say it.
I'm also an ex-zoo myself, Leon. Remember my issues I was always telling you about?
Yeah, I know that. So what's exactly the issue here? What's this about overexposure?
Basically, he wants
to post stuff on YouTube.
He basically wants to post it on YouTube.
Yeah, I think that you guys might have hired a very unqualified hypnotist.
I'm not fucking hypnotist. I'm just here because I'm backing him up. That's all, bro.
You hired this guy.
Stop putting words in people's fucking mouths.
You hired this naked hypnotist.
This guy sounds like would I hire someone like him? He's my friend, first of all. So stop trying to twist shit. Let's have a normal fucking conversation. I
left here with trauma, and he gave me permission to record it all and upload it too, so I'm gonna do that.
I did not. I told him explicitly, no recording in the session.
If he's withdrawing it now, he no longer gives permission. If he's withdrawing it, he can withdraw it any time. You do realize that, given by law. Yeah.
You can get sued by law.
I can get sued for that?
Then so...
proximity chat.
Oh, sounds like this girl knows who I am. Yeah, your friend told the wrong person all that information. Probably shouldn't have told me all that.
My carers walked in.
I say you're an ex. If you gave consent to that, there's not a lot I can do. Yes, you can withdraw it. Yes, you can report it to YouTube. See, this is why
I actually didn't. I said in the complete beginning. I said to him in the complete beginning, I did not consent to any filming explicitly.
Clearly now he doesn't give consent. So could you not post it?
No, I'm gonna post this because I think the world needs to see this.
Bro, you're being sick in the fucking head, you sick shit.
So no more talk.
Well, your friend left me with severe trauma. I think that I deserved a hey, I'm naked while we're doing this hypnosis session, by the way.
Yeah, you didn't really need to explain. Okay, for once I'm actually on him with that. You didn't really need to say that you're naked. Look, you seem like a nice person, all right? And as of now, he's not giving consent. If we could just drop this and you not upload the video, I'll talk some sense into him. I'll help him out. I'll talk some sense into him. You can leave him alone.
Well, you're still friends with this guy after knowing all this.
Yes, I am friends and I'm aware of that. I do help him.
So I'm gonna put you on YouTube too.
I don't give consent to that, you know? I don't give consent to that.
Consent. You know what? I'm hypnotizing you.
Yeah, you do.
You will give me your consent.
Yeah, you're not really hypnotizing me, buddy.
You will give me your consent.
Why? I don't give consent. How's that?
Oh, where'd the hypnotist go? He fucking vanished. He must be a magician too.
It's called leaving the instance. Seriously, did you not go to school properly?
I went to school. I know that your guys' hypnotist is bullshit.
Clearly you don't, because you think you can hypnotize people, when in reality, you can't.
I'm hypnotizing you to give me your consent to record.
Yeah, and I still don't give consent. Clearly there, I don't give consent. You hear it then? He hears it.
And I did not give consent either.
You'll hear it. I don't give consent.
In the UK, you know, it's punishable by 17 years in prison.
You and your animal lover friend can get the fuck out of here. You guys are weirdos.
You're the fucking weirdo here.
Anything else you want to say while you're making a fool of yourself?
I mean, you're clearly making a fool of yourself. You think you can hypnotize people.
You're also threatening someone with severe different mental impairments as well.
Hey, if you have trauma, then surely he has trauma. If you have trauma, then surely he has trauma for you threatening him. So we can post this to YouTube. We can post this to YouTube as well.
How will people feel when they see this on YouTube?
I think they'll laugh at you guys for acting like fools.
I think they'll laugh at you more, thinking that you can hypnotize people.
I hypnotized you and your friend to act like idiots.
You really didn't, because I never said I did it. I did give consent. I never said that. I said I didn't give consent.
Well, all this is going to be on YouTube.
Let it go on YouTube. I'll fucking hunt you down myself IRL. Don't think I won't.
Wait, what's
happening? Oh my god.
He's threatening to post sensitive information to me.
Proximity chat, eh? Let me find this up on YouTube. Proximity chat.
Do you know the stuff that I told you about me? He's posting it online without my permission. He explicitly said no. And I even said at the beginning of the session, no recording of any type.
Right, so as of now, I have been recording this entire time. I sent it to YouTube and I'll be looking at the report.
I don't give you my consent.
Yep, too bad. Well, it's common now, isn't it?
I don't give you my consent, sorry.
Too bad I posted it to YouTube anyways.
Okay, what's the link? I'll watch it. I'll give it a like.
I don't need to give you anything. Well within my rights.
Report him to VR chat. Report him to VR chat because this is clearly against the TOS.
You report me to VR yet, bud?
Doing that now, bud.
All right, bud.
Kids, forcefully tries to hypnotize kids, doesn't care for...
Whoa, that sounds like a little projection right here.
By the way...
That's not very nice of your friends calling me pedophiles, man.
Because you really are. That's the thing. You are a pedophile. You just don't want to admit it. Because you're scared it'll crush your little ego.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This is how it really be on this game, bro. They really be
There's
tripping.
one good thing that comes from how crazy you guys are. It's the fact that I get a video out of it. So thanks.
You're technically admitting to using vulnerable people. You're sick in the head.
Yep.
Psycho fat.
That's what I do.
I hope your fucking mum doesn't even fucking love you, you little fat shit. You're probably a fat homeless fucking wreck off the edge of a fucking sofa who deserves to be fucking hung, caught and ordered. You fucking fat son of a bitch.
Oh my god. Holy moly.
And obviously I'll just keep on reporting you to VR chat.
My manager would like to join and talk to you guys if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm Proximity Chat's manager. I've been told of an incident. Basically, everything he does goes through me.
So basically, I'm a bit shaken about this because it's never happened to me before. So I normally do VR therapy, and sometimes I have an issue that I'll overleak, and I will overshare some information.
I'm assuming you told my client here, Proximity Chat, some stuff that you probably shouldn't.
In the
know,
beginning,
yeah?
I did say to him not to record. I honestly did say not to record.
Why don't you just hypnotize Proximity Chat not to post the video? If you can successfully hypnotize Proximity Chat not to want to post your video, as his manager, I'll make sure the video won't go
Well,
through.
you are saying if I do this, it won't go up.
If you do it and it works, it won't go up.
Can I get him to record that you're saying no, that you're saying you won't record, that you're saying you won't record, that's it. Yeah, if you can get them to record, recording them saying, both of them, saying that if hand on heart, it won't go up, because then if it gets put on there...
We can do that right now.
Yeah, just getting Juniper to do that. Tell them when you're rolling and you're recording.
I'll let them know about
And make sure you say their usernames, date and time.
Right,
And you've got this all on record for me, just in case if they try and do anything shit.
So you guys wanted to record something? All right.
Yeah, just to hear you on your hand on heart saying you won't record, because if that gets posted on YouTube, we've then got evidence.
Okay.
Just saying that you won't record, you won't upload this video if we do this hypnosis session. Now say your piece.
Yeah, if you successfully hypnotize me to not want to post a video, then I will not post the video.
And you will show screen recording proof.
Yeah.
Do you stamp that?
I am Proximity Chat's manager, and I completely confirm what my client here is saying.
Legs crossed?
Yep, legs are crossed.
Just to inform you, I am fully clothed. Breathe in for your nose for 10 seconds. I'm now going to spiritually find you. I'm just finding you, spiritually grounding with you. You live in a 2-bedroom house?
Yeah.
Your downstairs is white, upstairs is grey.
Holy shit, yes.
Your bedroom is carpeted, but you're looking at changing it to wood.
Oh my god, yes.
You're thinking of getting a cat, yes?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you use a wheelchair.
How'd you know?
As I said, I'm a spiritualist. Now, feel the aura around you.
You know, I feel much better. I would love to apologize to you guys if that's possible.
Yeah, as I've said, I'm not a negative figure.
Oh, your friend's not here anymore. Shit, I can't apologize to him.
His therapist was calling him, that's why.
Yeah, I really wanted to say to you guys that that therapy session, that hypnotism session didn't work at all. I was just bullshitting you. I'm still going to post a video on my YouTube channel for 700,000 people to see.
And I'm also not his manager. I was just lying for my teeth.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Juniper, you know what to do. In the UK, it's severe punishment.
We'll also report that to YouTube regarding that as well. When we first met, when I was helping him out, yeah, he asked, do you give consent? And I said no, so the video's entirely... So even if you do upload it, we will report it to YouTube.
No, because you don't need consent.
Technically, because it's a form of social media by regard of the UK law, the UK can ask for this content to be removed. The footage is used in by harassment or bullying or in exposure without the person's permission.
These people on VR chat genuinely think that their avatars are them. Like they actually think like she thinks this is a video of her. It's crazy.
it can be fined up to 5,000 UK pounds and also put on the register.
That law doesn't follow to them, remember? America is different to UK. That law won't follow them in the slightest.
In private instances, which the instance we made was private as well from VR chat TOS, they cannot consent beforehand. There you go. YouTube also says in the US.
And I wonder if they actually do read TOS. I don't think they actually read TOS before they say all that shit.
It can also be reported for harassment if the user says no.
He finally left. I have a perfect deal.
A deal for what exactly?
If you agree to this deal, I will not post any of this.
Go on.
All you have to do is say, I love Proximity Chat and his videos. I'm a big fan.
And Milo Murphy as well. Please have that on the end. That's me.
Alright. I love Proximity Chat and their videos. Credits to Milo Murphy. You happy now?
Yeah, thanks for the outro.
I just turned his headset.
That great video, Prox. Great video. So I think with that we should probably call it a night. So it's been your host with the most, the rap this way, with that for the only guy that flies the most high. It's your boy Mago the guy. Thank you so much for kicking it with us. I appreciate it. This has been Planet Chemical.
Get your drinks up. This is everything that you could think of. Pull up to your own crib. Open up the brake truck. I was in the hotel fucking with the pimps fuck. We was in the backyard playing with the sticks. What thought it was a home run? It was just a big stick. I could